Women be so good in bed.
Usually, but then I also hear the opposite.
So the ones that come, no, the ones that come off like they're good. It's not it. Like,
the what?
The ones that come off like, oh, you know, with this dick, so you already like it don't be all that. It's the ones that don't even talk about it.
If I'm being real,
talk about.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you're ready to experience this, come and talk to the motherfucking Mac Daddy, baby. Read my sleeve. Shit, they don't call me the Mac Daddy for nothing.
Yes, Mac Daddy.
Period.
Hold on, let me put this down because these motherfuckers ain't paying me.
I was gonna say you can't have that stuff on camera.
That's going. I will check the cameras periodically, so just ignore me. But
oh shit, we're filming.
Yeah, man.
She was like,
she
that's
said,
how organic it was.
Oh, cameras are rolling.
Myself real quick, and welcome back to this episode of Talk Smack with Mac. Man, it's gonna be so much fun today. I have 3 amazing ladies on the podcast drinking mimosas and ready to talk some shit.
I'm already
so it's gonna be a goddamn.
I can't be sober on podcasts.
I see. Shit. Well, here, grab this unnamed bottle over here.
Again.
Hey, go ahead, fix yourself with that orange drink. Because if you ain't paying me, you ain't going to be on Talk Smack with Mac, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, I got 3 some of the most talented women in the city. Actresses, models, y'all just out there doing your thing. I've heard great things about all 3 of you. Kat, we know you on Talk Smack with Mac. You know, if you come on 5 times, I get you some Talk Smack with Mac merch. So keep that in mind.
I'll be back next week and the week after because I wasn't free clothes.
She's trying to get that free shit. It's cold out here. She needs a jacket.
Just in a food. I know. And I'm too cheap to go buy a new one because I know when I do, it's gonna get hot again, and I'm not buying it.
I'm telling you, man. But let's go ahead for you 2 that have not been on Talk Smack with Mac. Go ahead, introduce yourself to the fans. You can start with yourself, Felicity.
So I am Felicity Annalise. I am a Las Vegas actress. So I've been out here filming for really going on my 3rd year. So that's exciting. I've been out here like 3.5 years though. So like I started in theater in high school through college, went to college for theater. Then when I moved to Vegas, that's when I started dipping into the film, and it's just been up ever since. So that's pretty much me. You know, we out here getting work where we can get work.
Yeah. What's some of the stuff that you have been on?
Okay, so I've worked with like a plethora of Las Vegas independent filmmakers.
I fuck with that shit. I'll try to do that too.
I've worked with Bobby and Renee. I've worked with this.
I'm trying to get him on the pod, man.
Yeah. You should get them on the pod. Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby, man. I reached out to you. I'm waiting for you to respond to my email,
Come
big
on,
dog.
I'll put in a little sprinkle.
Yeah, go ahead, do that for me.
Then my peoples know they're good peoples. I've worked with a gorgeous lady named Vicky Gladney, My Father's Keeper. You guys check that one out on Tubi. That's my favorite film.
My Father's Keeper. Check that out. Talk Smack with Mac alumni. Go ahead, check that out, baby.
Look, no shade to any of my other movies, producers, the work, awesome. But My Father's Keeper, check that one out. That one's dope. Dope storyline, dope actors, dope producer, just everything amazing. But yeah, I've been on a couple things. You know, it's a little list, so it's hard for me to name.
It's a little growing list.
You know,
stop it. You already named what you named already.
Thank you for saying it, Lisa.
Yeah, hell
I'm
yeah.
sorry. It's not.
It's fucking hard to start.
It's
always fucking hard.
Yeah. And it's
They're
hard
like,
to
man,
continue it, and it's hard to keep doing it.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, the fact that you started it, cheers,
Yes,
because a
straight
lot
up,
of people
girl.
don't.
Hey,
Right.
cheers to that. Straight up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Seriously, that's amazing. And 3 years from theater.
Because you sit there and they're like, man, you need a resume, you need a headshot, you need a reel.
It took a minute to get it all.
Who have you
I got
worked
it all
with?
now.
Yeah. It takes time. Like you said, your 3rd year. That's really interesting. I'm going into my 3rd year myself, and it seems like that second and a half year going into your 3rd year, that's when you really pick up steam. As long as you're consistent and you're honest, you're
I
putting
feel
in
like
the work.
for me, my 3rd year is about elevation. Like I think I have 16 projects, all independent. It's like it's time.
Ain't no
to
fucking
like,
little list. Hey, I'm thinking like this. I'm like, she got like 3 or 4.
Honey.
16 of them
just started
things.
the
Wow,
year.
that's a whole clip.
Liz.
20.
I want that little list. Like what?
Going on his way to Schmedium, but
That's also the humbleness.
Yeah.
You keep striving for more as real actors.
And that's
actresses, we
good
strive
because
for
some
more.
people are like, I did this. I don't need it.
A little closer.
Oh, can you hear me?
No, pull it a little closer.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go, girl.
Like, don't have me up in the mic, like. But yeah, some people, they aren't humble. I feel like a lot of people,
Yeah.
I did this, I did that, I did this. Okay, but who are you? Like, it just takes that one role to people so they know who you are, you know? But I feel like being humble is so important as
Even
actors.
after you make that one role though happen, you're still gonna have to keep fighting for more and
There's
not
never a break.
There is never a
It's a
break.
never-ending cycle.
But unfortunately, people don't get that, and it's one of those like, oh, it's just that one opportunity. It's like, no, it's one of many. you
That's
need to
just
look
the
at.
start of so
Exactly.
much.
Go ahead,
Exactly.
introduce yourself, Adrian.
Oh, I'm Adrian. I forgot. I just moved here in
Don't forget
August,
who you are, girl.
actually.
Well, you just moved here.
I just moved here. I did acting in middle school and high school. I stopped. I went to dance. I was on dance teams, college dance teams. Then I did like 2 background things when I was like 19. Stopped for like 4 or 5 years. Moved here in August, and I booked a role for this movie Runaway that I'm filming. It's about human trafficking.
Ooh.
And then I had 2 fashion shows I've done. So I do
Okay.
modeling as well. And I just got casted for this other feature film that me and Levi are going to be in together.
Hey.
That's how we met.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's really about it. Like, I feel like everything kind of happened really fast for me, but not really, because I feel like this is something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid. So it kind of was just like making up for lost
in the
time.
right opportunity,
It
in the
honestly,
right
and I
place.
wasn't expecting moving here for everything to happen so fast.
That's good.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. No, you're definitely doing big things, considering you've been here since August. But I feel like lost time. What is lost time? Because the years that you weren't doing it, you were maturing and learning and experiencing and finding out who you were, so that you could really put your all into whatever you're pursuing.
Yeah, because I feel like when I was 19, I didn't get the concept of. I wanted to act, I did it, but I didn't like really get the concept of it.
Did we
And
know anything at 19?
No,
We
And I
thought
mean, like, you
Yeah.
have to experience certain things. In order
life,
to relate
just
them
life
to
really helps with
roles.
acting, and people
Yeah.
don't get that because now it's like, oh, there's roles I didn't think I would be able to do when I was 19.
Right,
And now
and you can
it's
do them
easy,
now.
yeah.
Because you experience, you see
Yes,
things.
you could actually instead of act. Obviously, you're acting, but you can like really put yourself back into that
You have to
time,
have
into
that
that moment.
connection
Yes,
to the
and to
role.
connect with people who are watching. So yeah, that's what it's like. I stopped acting for like 4 or 5 years, but it's making up for lost time and prove to myself that I can do it.
How
I don't
old are
believe in
you?
lost
I'm
time.
28. I just turned 28.
Girl, you have plenty of time.
Shit, we are, girls.
old,
have
though.
plenty of
I
time.
feel so old.
This is when I politely tell people, let's back up the history of celebrities that made it past after 40s, 50s, even 60s.
literally.
Literally,
Yeah.
it is there is no I wasted time or I'm too
There
old.
is
There's no deadline. Again, this is a lifelong journey.
Whose time are we on?
No one's but our own. And at the end of
Exactly.
the day, each day is the opportunity.
You know, I used
Yeah.
to get so hung up on like making it by a certain age or being successful by a certain age.
Yeah, it's like you get in your
and-
head, like, damn,
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna be
if I-
30. Fuck, like shit.
If I don't do this and this
Yeah.
and this by 30, am I successful or am I living up to my expectations or all of that shit? And then you start getting a little bit closer to 30 and you're like, damn, this shit is kind of
And then it's
fucking
like the
hard.
pressure of social media too. You're like, damn,
Yeah.
they're 20. Like,
I'm
they're already
sorry.
doing
I don't
this.
even
love
pay
it.
attention
They
to
make it
that
look
shit,
good,
bro.
you know?
Yeah,
Everyone does. And I love to hate social media. In our industry, we have to have it. We can never not be in social media. But if I could, I would fucking go off
telling
it.
you.
I can't stand it. It's so toxic in the sense
is
of
really
it's very fake.
Oh, 100%. Fake it till you make it. And online, that's the best. You have your time to plan your words, plan your pictures, use this filter, hit this light.
Edit
it's
your video.
fake.
like, where's the
Like,
realness?
it's-
Where's the
Yeah.
raw realness? How it used to be. Like,
That's
when
on
we had
Talksmack with Mac,
MySpace,
baby.
we weren't even
That's
doing
where it's at.
MySpace. Your only editing was your wall space, okay?
And your
Hey.
music on there. Like,
Exactly.
Hey, but we were breaking down some shit at 12, 13 years old.
we were.
Our pages were under construction
like,
all
we're making all this
time.
code. Oh, we were literally coding our pages and shit.
Yeah. We were learning coding at 12. We were like, shit, I
Yeah.
just want my shit to be
Facts.
fly for fucking Stacy to look at me. Stacy, you look at my page, you look at
Right.
my top 5. Yeah. Did you make my top 5
five,
list?
fact.
Are
That part.
we even friends?
That part.
Oh, I'm not in your top 5, motherfucker. Like that? We've been knowing each other
no.
since we was 7.
I'm not even in the top 8.
Oh, damn.
MySpace was a vibe.
Yeah. Did you feel pressured to put people in your top?
No.
It's like, oh man, if I leave them out.
I fuck with who I fuck with, and fuck
Yeah.
with who fuck with me. It's like,
But it's like you're blatantly ranking your friends. It's like I'm
what
looking
it
at Kat
is.
like, Kat, you ain't even in my top 10, girl.
You ready for this? I didn't give a shit then. I
I
don't give a
don't
shit.
give a shit either.
I
Fuck
never
it.
think about it like,
Exactly.
God, who was my top?
Cap.
I don't even remember giving.
She's
Cap.
Cap.
this guy.
I don't think I fucking ever did it. I don't think I ever ranked it. It just automatically did it for me. And when my
it
friends,
did do it automatically.
When my friends complain like, Kat, I'm not in your top whatever, I'm like, girl, I don't fucking.
Man, that shit is
internet.
automatic.
I'm
Stop.
sorry. Talk to
I
the
didn't
most
use
or
it.
something. Yeah,
I didn't
that
use
is
it. I
true,
didn't
it
get
did.
on it. When I got on the computer, I went on to like watch videos. Like I didn't go on it
No.
for social media. And if I did, it was for music. It was Pandora playing on the background. Like,
Hey, for,
Pandora, that's
for
all.
us men, that shit, that's loyalty right there. I'm like, hell yeah, man, Johnny, that's my number two
that's my
right there.
bro,
that's my
'cause
right
I'm
hand.
number two, we
Like,
number
don't
two
fuck
on
with
the
Johnny
list.
because
bro. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my rider. That's my day one.
yeah, you fuck with Johnny, you gonna have to
Relax.
fuck with number 3, number 4. It's like Kids Next Door. Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah, number one, number two, number
No,
three.
I mean, like, men are definitely more loyal to each other, though. I gotta give y'all that.
Too loyal.
They definitely
Hey.
are.
way too loyal.
Hey,
Do
y'all
y'all been
females
each other?
are.
Let me know.
That's
Hey,
why.
y'all be switching shit up
No,
all the
like,
time.
I hate to
loyal.
say it though,
Real
boo.
shit.
They be hella loyal to each other.
I rather see a man show loyalty to his man and like a friendship than know that he don't have no loyalty to nobody.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the
I mean,
day,
like,
a real man will have very limited males that he trusts and will confide in.
small circle.
That small inner
Yeah,
studies
circle.
because
have
it's
really
hard.
proven, though.
But it's
hard.
very hard.
Yeah.
But those who actually do have that, I'm like, yo, that's cool because I know who the real ones are for you.
Yeah.
Now, if you start dropping me names that I've never heard of, oh, you fucking cheat.
Right,
on
but
me.
no, like men to men,
Like-
men are more loyal to men than women are to women. Like, have you guys seen the
Oh,
show The
100%.
Circle? A man always wins because the
Yeah.
men are always looking out for the men. It's like it's just I
sad.
don't know.
But
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, y'all be trying to cut each other's throats.
And I'm a big woman lover.
same.
But I'm
I
such a
love
girl's
women.
girl.
But it's hard to
Same.
find other girls like that because every girl,
Stop.
will
Every
act
girl
like
says
they,
that.
They say
But I
that.
feel like I get more
really,
love
though.
from women. Oh my god, you look bad as bitch today. You are bad. Like I get so many more compliments
Hey, that's
from
a lie.
women. No,
That's
no,
a
no,
lie.
No,
Hey,
no.
Hey,
wait.
men
Hold on.
compliment all the time. It's just most of the time it's coming off as fucking like nasty.
But the
Thirsty.
women compliment, it's nothing underlining. It's
No.
what she fucking feels. You're a bad bitch to her. Men, it's like
Hey,
they have some sneaky around it, and it's not. It don't
Stop.
feel true and
There's
real.
times when women say they could be thinking in their head or talking to their homegirl, look at that bitch Adrian. She thinks she's fly, man. I can't stand that bitch. What up, girl? You look good.
Like,
I was
oh,
just
mean
gonna
girl.
say.
Friday.
She's like, where'd you get
Yeah,
your
so
skirt?
stop
Hey,
it.
girl.
That's real shit.
No, but there's times I'll tell like men my accomplishments. They're like, oh, okay. Like you feel that they're jealous,
Hey,
but with
there's-
women, we're like, oh my god, but like it's the hype.
That's
It's
an
different.
insecurity thing for
a
men.
lot of
Big
men
time.
get more
Hey,
insecure
it-
than
yeah,
women.
it is.
If you're a man and you have a homegirl or a girlfriend or a wife or just whatever the fuck that woman is, and she's telling you that she just did some gangster shit, and you're just like maybe soft-spoken about her accomplishments, you're insecure because you didn't do shit yourself.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
That hurts
Oh,
their
damn,
ego.
you did- man, you
that
put that
hurts
wrong,
their
girl.
ego.
That's what I'm
Thank
talking about.
you. That is what a
Yeah.
real
They're
partner
jealous.
should be doing in the
they
sense of
are.
supporting.
Or mad
And
at
I feel like
you.
more women like we
What is
hype
it?
each other. Yeah, we
I don't know.
we are
I'm
bitchy.
a girl's girl.
We
I
are
uplift
bitchy, but
women.
I'm a girl's girl. I'm like, yes,
I uplift
yes,
women.
bitch, like
1000%.
yes.
Like, I'm not about to argue with a girl on the internet. I'm not about to,
No.
like, you know how people,
Yeah.
like, they'll
Arguing
go
with
to
nobody on the
Facebook, they'll
internet.
grab pictures,
Okay.
you look like this. I don't do
I don't
that.
do that.
I love
I don't. I'm not
women.
arguing with a female because we're
Okay,
like,
I feel the energy of you two ladies. Now, out in the real world, though, when you go and meet other ladies and like, oh my God, I would love to hang out and I love to be friends, and then gone. You get those? Where's a girl's girl then? Think about it. Real
Yeah.
girls, especially out here, if you have nothing to give me, we have nothing to be friends about.
Yeah.
It's very hard to meet real girls who are down for a girl. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down for you. You are my real friend. You're my real homie. I have met a very small group of ladies.
It's
out
also
here
hard
since.
to trust people, though. You know, you
Yes.
never
you have to trust them to an
really
extent.
know.
Yeah,
But in this industry, though, trust in this industry, there's some slimy motherfuckers out there.
I'm telling you. I've had like experiences like even out here like in the industry wanting
I
to
will be back.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing.
wanting to like connect with someone else, auditions, self tapes, having that person to call on, and then like you don't even know like a person is envious of you, and then they project it onto you that you're envious of them when all you've done, you know, you're trying to uplift them, help them, you know, help them gain things in their career, coach them on self tape, stuff like that. And then like with this set person, we fell out. They're going telling people all types of stuff that aren't true. It's hard to trust somebody in this industry because a lot of people want what you have. And the fact that they can't get it, it bothers them.
And it's so sad that you're spot on that. And I'm having a hard time with that because I'm going from, starting my own private acting. And I've had my previous acting performers, people I've worked with that are like, oh, I would love to work with you, but then they realize like I'm starting a business too, and I have to. If you want to work with me, I'm willing to work with you too. But where does the guideline of okay, this is a business versus friendship?
Right.
How do you separate the two? Because they're thinking, oh, we're friends. You're going to hit me up for free and let me do it.
No. So a friend does not do that. A friend, I don't give a fuck. If a person is starting a business, it's hard as fuck. If you're a friend, you buy their shit. You pay for their services. They busted their ass to get that and start that. It's almost a disrespect for you to assume that somebody is just gonna give you some free shit. That's time.
Right.
Time equates to money,
I'm
and we
so
gotta
glad
get
you all
paid.
say that because I've even said to people, I'm like, I'm starting a business. My actual rate's this, but you get the family friend discount, and here it is this.
Let me get 50%
Which shouldn't
off.
even be valid. Like, you should pay full price.
And I agree with that, but then I'm also like, yo, I gotta start somewhere, you know? When you start with a business, it's like, hey, I'll give you the family discount, you gonna be on the website, give, win-win.
That too, because some models will be like, oh, they want to get paid to be on your page.
Every time, and I'm like, I love you all to dear, and I know we're all
I
at
be
the
doing
same
shit for
level,
free.
but I'm trying to build a business and a resume too, just like you, and networking is the biggest way to get to a big door, and one day when I make it big, y'all make
Gonna
it
make
big.
it big together.
Exactly.
Real
Exactly.
team
Yeah.
will support. I always tell my young actors, real actors
takes a
support
team.
It
fellow
does.
actors. Support your real.
Yes.
The more you support each other, the more you're gonna have support down the road.
Hey,
'Cause you never know where things
one thing
are
that
going.
I noticed too is that you look like you. You're the only you.
Exactly.
Yeah, there could be another bald guy with a beard, but motherfucker, there ain't another Levi in this
Right.
bitch.
There's never another Levi.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
There's not another Adrian, Kat, or Felicity. So it's like, don't even be insecure or scared to work with the person next to you and fucking
That's
boast
the
about
most
their
Y'all are
accomplishments
annoying
and throw them
thing.
the
You guys are
alley-oops and
individually
shit.
different.
Yes.
That's the most, like, I'll send other like, I've gotten so many actors roles just by sending them audition. I never not once had that thought in the back of my head, oh no, I can't send this to them because if they audition, they could possibly get it and then I won't get it. I don't think like
me
that.
neither.
Hey.
Because if
Neither.
a role is for me, it's for me. And if a role is for
That's
you,
so
it's
funny.
for
Me
you.
and you know Jeremy, we literally send
Hey,
each other stuff all the time.
I was just gonna say, you
And
know
I
how
met
many
him
auditions I have
at
I
like
have-
a first audition.
You know how many auditions I pulled up to in the city and Jeremy was there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Almost
yeah.
all
Everywhere.
of them. Almost
Same.
all of them.
Oh, in the movie I'm filming, I'm in him with him. We're
Yeah.
together, which is funny.
Jeremy don't play.
Hey, Jeremy is
shout out
that
to
guy.
Jeremy.
Hi,
Hey,
Jeremy.
shout out
Play.
to Jeremy, bro.
Jeremy,
He's
I wanna
put-
meet you.
He is putting in work in the city.
He's so
and
amazing. He's,
his,
like,
hey,
so
his
cool.
story is absolutely fantastic, and his drive and his purpose. Super dope guy, humble guy, willing to help the person next
No,
to him.
he literally helps in me
Yeah,
auditions all
he's
the
the
time.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, shout out to Jeremy, dog.
What's up? Because I need them same audition hookups.
Hi, I'm Kat.
We know
Let's be
each
friends.
other. So,
Call
yeah,
me.
let's link
You have
up.
to send him
me the-
stuff too. You have
Yeah.
to send him
I
stuff
have
too.
no problem with that because real actors, I'm working with production companies. I want to fill actors. We need people, and I want to work with you. If you have a passion and a love for this as much as I do, and actually will do it, whether I pay you or not, that's my thing right now.
But
because
it's
let's
like
be real.
if I'm constantly putting you on, I'm constantly sending you auditions,
That
and
makes
then I
you
turn
good.
around and I see you. Oh, audition number 4 today, audition number 5 today. I got 3 auditions tomorrow. Where was that information sent to me?
Why don't
at?
you send it to
If
me?
I
Because
could.
I've sent you
If I
so many
could.
auditions, I've sent you so many of this, and then you're out here, you're not putting me onto anything else. It's like to the point where, okay, well, I don't think I want to
Now,
sew
and
into
I get
you
that,
anymore.
but then there's also
Yeah.
some roles that we can't submit for because there is no female roles. There is no, it's all a male cast. It's all
Yeah,
this.
that's true,
and,
too.
And that's where I can't be butthurt if you don't send me an audition link because maybe I didn't fit a role and you know that. and
But
you're
that
not
don't
wasting
send
my
you
time.
none though.
Well, like-
they're constantly auditioning because a lot of the times because I have a lot of independent film actor friends, right?
Yes.
Like major productions, that's different. But like as far as independent film, a lot of the times these producer directors, they'll have like a list of roles, and like you don't know what roles I'm good for. Only the casting director is gonna know if I'm good for that role. So just for you to send me the link or the screenshot showing me, you know, the casting submission instructions with the roles and the self-tape instructions, I don't think that's hard. But a lot of people have it in their head that this person's also an awesome actress. So if I send them this, then there's a possibility they might knock me off I feel like a lot of people have that mindset. And I don't have that
there's
mindset.
different types of casting. There's different types of circles. We are not in the same casting
And we don't
circle.
look alike.
Like none of us
At
look
all.
alike at all.
Exactly.
Like, but at the same time, if I saw a role and I'm like, yeah, that I got my home, she would great. I would totally send it.
Right.
Especially because a lot of platforms, a lot of people don't see them as much, and it's like, especially the actor websites. Like I was telling you the other time, and you're like, I don't even. I'm on one. I'm like one.
Yeah.
What one are you on, Levi?
Hey, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
But that's where I want to help other actors. Like just knowing that you started and you're already in the game, that's awesome. But you probably don't even have a platform. You haven't even probably got a submission form, but you probably do. I hope so. Like, but you'd be surprised. A lot of actors don't. A lot of actors don't know, and you don't know how to help them. But you don't want to be like that asshole because I meet a lot of new actors and they're like, "Oh, I know what I'm doing.
Y'all are
I don't
funny.
need to teach you."
That's straight ignorance right there.
A lot of them do that though.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing most of the time.
That's just
Help me.
I'm just here.
Hey, I just showed up. They were like, hey, man, we have a casting call. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'll try.
But sometimes that's even the best ones because you didn't expect it and it just came to you.
yeah.
That means
Yeah,
you
hey,
always
we
have
talked
it.
about
We
that.
literally just
Yeah.
talked
I'm
about
still going
that.
to come to you and say, well, what else can you give to me? What
And
are you
help
talking
you
about?
out because that's how the industry works. And yet I have met so many actors and especially actresses. I'm sorry, ladies, I love you, but
I
you're
know,
also
yeah.
the hardest to work with for
Yeah.
me because they like to fight me. It's like,
Really?
oh,
How so?
okay.
Oh my
I
God,
still,
I need to hear
it
this.
still burns me to this day. I love her to death, but
Not naming
remember,
names.
I'm not.
No,
I
hell
won't.
no,
I won't.
fuck that shit.
I ain't that kind of girl. I ain't that kind of girl because we're still
Bad
like
girls,
we
just kidding.
good, but she's not in the industry anymore, so it's fine.
That bitch Jamie.
It's fine, but it was expected because I knew it when she gave me this answer. We were talking. She wanted to be more serious, and I'm like, okay, like, have you gotten to an acting class? Straight up, flat out my face, saying, I don't need an acting class.
Oh,
I
that's
know
the
what I'm
worst
doing.
line. I hate that line.
I don't need an acting
hold
class?
on. Like, it hurt me so much because not only did I have a college degree in theater
Okay.
and performance,
Wow.
but I'm also in an acting class as a stage manager, learning a different type of method acting that I didn't know through college, but to embrace and
good for
enhance
you.
my acting now to get myself better prepared for this industry. And how dare you say that to me? Because
You should never stop learning.
thank you.
You should never stop
It's
learning.
not sure you can't.
You-
As an
Yeah.
actress,
You're
you are
always
learning. You're
Hey,
taking
hey. I
classes.
wanna
you're
cry
studying.
because
Have
I
you guys
never
all
met
been
people
to
like this.
act? I haven't been to an acting class yet.
All right, so
Oh,
let's
we'll
put
talk
it like
about that
this.
later, honey.
I have never.
Actually,
I don't get like scared often. Like I get scared and I get nervous all the time, but I don't get scared often. But when you have Frank Perillo sitting in a front seat and you're going up there
is
trying
he
to
at
do
Dream Tracks, right?
Yep,
Oh my
trying
God.
to do a motherfucking scene, and you don't even, it doesn't even fit you. And he's sitting there and you're going halfway through and he said, that's fucking horrible. I don't even want you to finish. You can go sit down.
Oh my God. But you need that sometimes.
Oh my God, you need that shit.
You're gonna go home and cry
You talking
about
about
it
being
and
on your
come back
P's and
like,
Q's.
Yeah, I did that shit.
Hey, you know how many times I showed up and I didn't have like my scene prepared and I didn't have it broken down?
We all did
and
at
he's
one
sitting in
point.
front of
All
everybody
actors
and
have.
he's just like, how much respect are you gonna give yourself if you're not even putting in 100% effort to have your shit done by the time you get here? And I'm like, he's
Oh my
talking
God.
about be 100%.
It's true.
Oh my
It
God.
It is. You know what? I heard it 3 times, and each time I said I felt so guilty, and I said this will never happen again. I will never be not prepared ever
Yeah.
again. And he taught me a valuable lesson, man.
That's good.
Shout out to Frank, man.
That's
Amazing dude.
good.
I got to get you on the
I
podcast,
heard he is a
Frank.
really good
He-
actor. I
love
Hey,
that.
he's fucking phenomenal. He's absolutely amazing. And I saw his product. I saw the group. We went to IMTA and acting awards. We won up the ass because he's fucking.
That was just last year, right?
Great. Yes.
You're with Evan?
Yes. Yeah, shout out to Frank, man. Shout out to Dream Tracks. They're dope. But yes, acting school for sure,
Even
man.
I
That's
tell people
that's like
though-
where you do your rounds.
'Cause
And
here's
then
the
on
thing.
set, that's the fun part.
I agree. Now, most people will always argue with me on this, like, I can't afford it. That's fine. If you can't
better
afford
find
it,
some money,
go
shit.
to the library.
There's books.
Pick
Sell
up
that
a
ass.
book.
There's YouTube.
Oh,
Seriously.
Meisner on audiobook.
YouTube, yeah, I forgot about
But be careful of YouTube because I'm always like, look up people's credentials. If you go and learn about something, make sure the person that you're learning from actually knows nicely what
Right.
the hell they're talking about. Because some people can just get on and be bullshitting you. because a lot of people don't know. But then you do have, like I said, going to your library, picking up a Meisner, Stanislavski. Like, there's so many different acting books you can just pick up and read, and then get a acting buddy and read a script, read a play, and start applying it.
Is that the best things that you do to stay up on your craft when you're not,
even if you're not in a class,
auditioning?
if you're not in class, you're not auditioning, it's in a little off break time. Yeah, anytime's a great time to pick up a book and read, or pick up a play and read. You
have to keep those machines moving.
So when you do that, when you're reading that book, what is going through your mind? Say you're reading a Meisner book, and he's telling you to be in the moment and shit like that. And what is going through your mind? Do you picture yourself in a specific place, or
what do you want to go first on this one? Because my little nerdy self is like kicking in. I'm like, you really want to know? I read the book. I have my notes. I have this notebook. I have the script. I have my script, I have the notes, I have my sticky notes, and I will low-key, when I break down a chapter, I'm comparing it to a script I'm working on.
Facts.
I am comparing it to a movie I just saw. Like, I am breaking down everything this chapter just taught me, and I'm applying it not only for my brain to remember it and apply it, but referencing it to other pieces, to knowledge, and put it in, like I say, the muscle memory.
Yeah.
But put it into my emotions, put it into, okay, at this time in my life, I remember feeling like this, and if they're talking about emotional recall, da-da-da. I love applying what I'm learning to what it actually is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if I have nothing to apply it to, I don't give a fudge. I'm going to find something to apply it to because I have to. Yeah.
Right.
No one's going to teach. That's what my director
that
was telling
helps
me.
with the visualization of it?
Yeah, and especially for those that don't know how to break down a book. Like, I'm not going to lie. I've met a lot of actors. I've never picked up an acting book.
Oh, wow.
Me.
I mean, thankful for college.
I appreciate
Hey, I picked it up, and I read a little bit of it, but I never finished
not picking
it.
one up, but I do believe if you want to evolve your acting, it's good to try one.
Yeah.
Just to see if you freaking like it or not. There are so many different methods in a sense of different styles and techniques that you're gonna find some that you like and dislike, but you're gonna know what works for you and mix it to make your proper, what I call checklist.
What works for you and what doesn't work for you?
God.
Honestly, it's exciting too, though, and you have to put in the work. It shows, like what you said earlier about a lot of people saying, like, "Oh, I don't need an acting class." I've met so many of those, and
They need to get their head out of there.
How mad does that make you? How mad does that make you?
I have a plethora of natural talent, but natural talent, you can't. Everything's a business, and you have to understand the business. So acting is also a business. So you can come into a business. I naturally know how to do nails. I naturally know how to do eyelashes, but you still have to understand the techniques, the business around it, and you can always get better. And I see it so much with a lot of these actresses. And I try to tell a lot of actors and actresses, you're very good. I see the natural talent. Put in work. Because a lot of people don't put in the work, and you can tell. If you really know, you can tell. Oh, you didn't take your time to create a character. You didn't take your time to break down this script, the what, the when, the why, the where. Someone who really does this can see that on you. And so casting directors can see that on you. And it's easy to stay in that place of, okay, I'm working, I'm getting independent film, but in order to elevate. And get to those major productions and get to those cameo roles and those guest star roles, they're going to see that same thing. They're going to see the amount of preparation you put into casting directors. That's their job. Their job is to point all of that out. So I try to encourage people all the time, keep working on your craft, because the more you work on your craft, the better it's going to get. And people know what they're seeing. Not everybody does, but the people who are
the real ones do.
They know.
And I hate to say it, and I hate to tell the actresses, y'all know we're going to be aging, right? So you got to keep evolving your acting, because your looks will eventually go, and your skill got to still be up to par.
Yeah.
That's when life experiences are going to play a part
and
too.
that's why I keep
Because
trying to
how do you act old unless you've never been old?
But even then, that's just experience. That's life. But you have to still be able to embrace what acting, like you said, the business part of it, and that keep the hustle and the grind
keep sharpening those tools
all the time. And it's so hard when I work with actors and actresses say they want it, and I'm like, okay, so what are you doing? And they can't tell me anything. It's like, so what do you really want? Well, I want to be an actress. I want to be on TV and movies. I'm like, hey, so what are you doing? Like,
hey, how do you guys balance a role when in real life you're struggling with your mental?
shoot.
Not every.
Let me drink on this one because right now you're hitting homegirl right where it hurts the
Yeah.
most today.
You know, when life is hitting and you're, you know, the bills are coming up, you know, you're fucking hungry, but you don't want to cook. You got 3 auditions that you want to do, but you haven't started yet. And then you have to be on set on Friday and you know what I'm saying? You're struggling with your mental life and you're supposed to be this happy-go-lucky motherfucker.
It's
in the
kind of
movie.
like, if you don't deal with this now, where are you going to be in the next couple years? Deal with it now. So you might get the role, you might not. You need to do this now because this is your life. You don't want to regret something in 5 years because you were in the moment. I can't do it. I'm stressed out. You need to do it now. Like literally just shut everything else out and just focus on that. On it. That's how I mentally do it. Like there's times I don't want to get out of bed.
What's
but
that
I'm like,
Rihanna's line?
fuck.
Fake it.
Fake it till you
some
make
days
it.
I'm like, because I get it, and I never want to, because I love what I do. The days I get to go on set and be on production, it takes me away from my problems of my real world, and I love that. It's like,
therapeutic.
it helps me in a way. But when I sit back and I'm like, okay, Kat, you have all this, yeah, you got all this in the back of your head. You're like, yo, I hate to say it. I don't want to say separate myself from it, but you kind of have to
You
because
do
it's
have
the
to mentally
business. It's the
separate
business. I
yourself from
have
How do
to
you
get
do
it
it?
done. I make my checklist.
You fucking
I
put
prep
your
all
big girl
things,
pants on and
you
say,
suck it up and go.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, whether my personal life, my business, whatever, I have to do what's right for me.
You're basically
And
playing a role. You're playing
Yeah.
a role.
I feel like for me, it's more about how much you want something. Like you can, life's gonna always be there.
It's always gonna hit you.
It's always gonna
Life's
hit
gonna
you.
life.
Like life. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
there to life. So it's like, okay, I know that I'm struggling with this. I know that I'm struggling with that. Next month, I can be struggling with something else. Next month, I'm not going to have these same opportunities that are in front of me.
Yes.
So I have to take the opportunities now,
Yeah.
because you never know where those opportunities can go. And then as far as being on set, I feel like every character and a part of your life that you're going through, there's something you can pull from. So I always encourage
Yes.
people, no matter what's going on, pull
You
from
speaking
that.
some good
Find
shit
a way
tonight.
to pull from that and bring that into your
Yes.
character.
I love how you
That's
said
I
that
deal
because
with
it just reminded me when I tell my actors, like, low key, you're going to have days where maybe your boyfriend breaks up with you, maybe your dog just died, whatever,
Hey,
but you still
gotta
have to
fucking smile.
Find something to
And
pull
laugh.
from that
pull
and
and
put that
do into the
your
character
role.
because
Yeah.
you can't, like, I never was a big fan of Vanessa Hudgens, still not, but
I love. That's my child.
That's about it.
I like her.
She's
Now,
cute.
she's cute. She's cute now. When
She got some
did-
nice looking titties too.
Oh my
You
gosh,
remember when
that's
all
about it.
the
Hold
all the
Hold on
news
now, hold
fucking
on now.
dropped? I was like, God
when she
damn.
did Grease,
I haven't seen that one.
the live version, I was like, oh, I don't want to see her do this. I don't want to see her do this. Now, the day before the live premiere, her father passes away.
Oh my god.
Oh,
The woman does what all professional actresses do. Yeah, she's mourning, she's sad, but she gets her ass up. She gets on set. She nails her role. And the best version of Hopeless, what's that song that, oh my God, what's that song that the rugged little Grease girl sings? God, I can't think of her name now.
I'm loving her
Grease
movements.
girl?
I'm gonna remember.
I'm loving her. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna remember it because she nailed the song, and near the end of the song, she started crying, and you knew she was thinking of her dad.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a beautiful way I cried. I got goosebumps.
Like she still had the courage to get up on stage.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
still
I
do it.
majorly respect
You have
that.
to. You have to be so.
You have to tap
strong
into that, like,
mentally.
That's being an actress, though. That's
The
really
show
taking.
must go
on.
Yeah.
No matter what happens in your personal life, you gotta still
Yeah.
go.
Unless you
and-
physically
That's a-
can't get there.
Yeah.
and even then,
You-
people do it.
And even then,
You know,
right.
he had to cut his hand during his take.
Even then.
And still do
And
it.
he still did the damn thing. And it was the take they took. Yet he had how many stitches in his hand and actually almost got infected? Like,
Yeah.
That's the
That's-
business. And I think that separates the, oh, I just want to do it to be on
Versus the
TV. Versus
Or like you
the ones
live
who
for
are
this shit.
passionate
You
about
live
this.
for
The
this
one who
shit,
live
yeah.
and breathe it. The one who knew that they wanted to do this by the time they were talking. It separates those people. And I mean, both are accepted. Those are just the ones that go on to be Viola Davis
Yeah.
and the ones that just, have a role here
That's
or
a
there.
bad
You're
woman.
doing
right there.
background, like
It's just what separates. We need all of you. There's a lot of movies, there's a lot of roles. We need all the actors. Just like you'll see a movie on a major network, and they'll have some gems in there, and then there'll be like a couple people who
We need
don't
you
really
in
have
the
that
back.
much
Yeah.
talent, but you're still needed.
Yeah.
So
Those are the worst things I could do. She played the character Rizzo. Now I remember. I just had a little bit.
It was gonna bother you that much.
But literally, once I typed it in, Vanessa Hudgens, Grease Live, it literally popped up her dad dying of cancer.
How recent is this?
Oh my god.
The Grease was like a couple years ago.
Okay.
But yeah, that was her dad was dying of cancer, died right before her show. She still went on, had the best performance of her life. It's just one of those. It's like people kind of forget. Oh wow, you're still a human being, but yet you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And that's the reality of it.
And
all.
you
That's
can
really sad.
you could either, like you said, compartmentalize and do what you have to do and put on a fucking show, or you're gonna fall flat on your face.
But I
It's
love
for you to decide.
what you just said in the sense of the ones who want it versus ones that actually do it. Because all of, like Regina, all the ones that struggled, and now they're like, yeah, I'm a big name, but I'm still not getting the pay I deserve. That's what actually is making me more mad than anything. They're one of the most talented actresses in Hollywood.
Like Tahaji. That's
Oh
a big
my
thing.
God,
She's my
Bring her up.
favorite actress.
And if you paid attention to that interview, she came out and she said that right after doing The Color Purple. That tells you something.
she even said like they
She's
didn't.
fed up.
Oh, and they were saying like they didn't give cars on the way to the production.
I was livid when I
Or
read
they didn't have their trailers or meals on time, and
Like
they had to
what?
call Oprah and complain in order to get that type of stuff.
That's crazy.
The amount of treatment that goes into like melanated actors and actresses, this was like a
It's-
black-based film.
Yeah.
And the fact that you guys did not care
unacceptable.
or take those
For her to
precautions,
mention
that's
about that,
very
she's been on so many
unacceptable.
other films. You never hear that about anything.
She's
else.
been doing this for over 20 years.
And it's funny
She's-
because when I started, I moved out here when I was 27. I was like, Tahaji started when she was 26. She's like literally, she's my idol. So I was like, if
that's
she
dope.
can do it, and Gabrielle
She
Union
didn't have
started
a
at
peak
26.
until,
I was
her
like,
30s, 40s.
Wait, Gabrielle Union was
I
just
started
20.
at like around 26.
When she was in
She was-
Bring It On,
she
she
was
was
tw-
30 some years old
Stop
playing
it.
high
You
school.
know
I think
they
she was
say
like
black
28,
don't
yeah,
crack,
she-
baby.
So they're literally
like
my
Boy
idol.
got jungle fever.
She was
But
my.
she was
they're
30,
literally my idol.
playing 15 and with the other 20-some-year-olds,
She
just
looked
like
good
those
as fuck,
Vampire Diary,
too.
whatever girls, they were in their 20s playing high school. Like, if you
Yeah.
look
But
young,
I mean,
play the
it's
young.
You
real
can play
though.
high school.
It is.
Oh, I
It
do.
is.
No, my director literally pulled me aside in college, was like, look,
Lucky
Kat, not to
ass.
be an asshole, but you need to stop acting these serious, dramatic roles. You young looking, stop wearing the eyeliner on your eyes, look youthful, stop wearing, like, she cut me down.
With a
Because she
little
was,
ponytail and a cheer
oh, I
suit.
do, I still do the cheer. I will
You can
gladly
do the
take
half
it.
up, half down.
Oh heck yeah! And I got the little pom pom. I could do the role, but I didn't. I never wanted to be that. I wanted to be
wanna
like
see that.
SVU. I wanted to be so serious and
Yeah.
be dramatic and be raped and die.
But I think she's saying
wanna
because
be
when we're
raped,
young,
right?
but like
Yeah,
Yogi, it was like my dream role.
Yo, yeah.
It was my dream role. Roll.
It's because
SVU.
they're-
If you hit me up, 'cause I want
D&D.
it.
because we're so young.
But like,
So they're saying use it while we can because
But-
we're gonna get there.
but that's what she was trying to tell me.
We'll
She's like,
get
you're
there.
going to age later in Hollywood, so embrace that.
Fuck
Do
yeah,
not
embrace that
write it.
shit.
I want to be a
Lucky ass.
cheerleader.
Oh, I fought her.
Yeah.
I fought her. I was like, no, I want to be serious. I want to be a professional.
Not
She's
right
like,
now.
bitch, smack out.
It'll
when I
come.
moved- when I did
Yeah,
film and
it will.
TV,
Shit.
that's when I started to realize, oh shit, now I know what you mean, and my bad. I love you, Ann Wilkinson. Thank you for loving
Yeah.
me. So
Like
yeah,
take it while we can.
It's
while
gonna
we
be a
look young.
wave, so ride the
oh, yes.
wave.
Cause yeah, like
yeah.
they were Gabrielle Union playing all these young roles, and then now it's crazy she'll be playing like mom roles. I'm like, that's so weird.
plus
Like, I play
it's
mom roles
How she get 50 so fast?
so,
Like, that's
so
dope.
fast.
50 and fine.
But look
Fine,
how
yeah.
long
Fine
it
as
took for
fuck.
her to
Fine
get
as
those
fuck.
roles. So she was 50 playing a mom, not even in
now
her
she's like-
40s.
no, she's 50s now playing 30-year-old roles of moms.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
But it took her a while to get a mom role. She was not playing a mom for
It just goes to show
years.
it takes
Like,
time.
Yeah.
It takes time, man.
Wait till you're in that.
And then what about people that got written off and then came back? John Travolta, he had Grease like you were talking about before, and he was this guy, and he was killing shit. And then next thing you know, he's getting B-rated movies and falling off. He's not really that guy. And this
I didn't
this
know
fucking
that.
crazy
Big
guy
time.
called Quentin Tarantino, he comes, he's like, yo, I got a role for you, Pulp Fiction, puts him back on the map. Because
yeah.
that was when John Travolta
Fiction
was
was
getting
my
hated on. Nobody was fucking with him. And look how John Travolta fucking murdered
came
it.
back, yeah.
But that's just it. A lot of people sometimes they get what I call typecasted. You're stuck in your role. No
Yeah.
offense to
That's
Tom Cruise, love ya, but like low key, you only can do action films.
Which is so weird because Tom Cruise is way smaller than me.
Oh,
I heard,
like-
it.
he's
I
like
heard he was
5'5",
wearing
5'6".
platform shoes in what
he's
007. He was wearing the in high
Tom
shoes.
Cruise ain't in 007. You
platform.
Not
talking about
007.
Mission Impossible?
Mission Impossible.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
action.
I was like-
Not 007.
I was like, wait, hold on, which one you talking about now?
I know my Tom Cruise.
I was
What
gonna
you
say, we
talking
know you're
about?
Tom Cruise.
But
Hey, I didn't even fuck with Tom Cruise until like maybe like 2015-ish, 2012, when I learned that he was doing his own stunts, and I said, "Stop it!
Stop
Are you
it.
serious?"
You're lying.
I said, "All right, let me go get his
life's too
motherfucker
fucking
tip."
short. I don't give a fuck. Kids, I mean, you want to take the extra money, that's cool, but I'm not
She
doing
said, "Send the fucking stunt team in. I'm not jumping off the
Send the
boat."
stunt team. Thank
I
you,
love
please,
you.
and thank you.
But if Zendaya can do it, I'll do it.
Bro, Zendaya, yeah.
Zendaya does it, I'll do it.
Hey,
I
want to do my own
Yeah,
stunt.
Angelina Jolie did some of her stunts
Yes,
too.
she
I
does.
love her.
I like the idea of doing stunt work, but also at the same time, I ain't trying to die.
But at what
not-
point are we like saying, "All right,
like I can
send
do
the
some
stunt team
stunts. Like you can, I'll do the slapping, the hitting, whatever. But I'm not getting pushed off a building or nothing.
Jump
like
off the
that.
building.
Jumping off a
Yeah,
plane.
yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I mean, hold on,
I
stop.
promise
Wait,
you, you
hold
know,
on.
you
Wait
know
a
it's
minute.
all set up.
I'm
You know
with
it's
that
all
shit.
safe.
I
Like,
want
What
to
we
do
doing?
stuff like that.
hell yeah, I would. You know it's all cushion. It's all
I don't
fake.
care.
Hell
No,
yeah! That's,
I wanna
But
do
look
that.
at this.
It's so
How many
dope.
times do you get paid to do crazy shit like that? You're not even
You
paying
will get
for
paid.
it.
You will
You're
get paid
getting
more.
paid for
You
it.
do get paid
Oh, you know
more.
you get paid mostest for? Nudity.
I mean, shit.
Yeah.
I'll show some nips.
Reality check is.
But can we talk about how?
Please do.
Can we?
Can you show titties and ever go back?
Thank you. Everybody's
Yeah.
not Anne Hathaway, bro.
Do you always have to
Like,
show your titties?
Everybody's
Let's go
not
back.
Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway fucking did it. You can find her titties are everywhere. Multiple porno movies, and she has all
You was
these
looking at some
amazing
Anne Hathaway
Yeah, I was
titties.
like,
He was like, where these
Hathaway.
bitches titties at?
I respect
She got some nice
Hathaway's
looking titties?
talent more than anyone's, especially since she cut her hair in Les Mis to win that. And
No,
I
I
just-
would never take away from her talent and like her range as well. Like
Couldn't
the
agree.
different type
Yep.
of roles that she's done. She's an amazing actress. She's funny. She's gorgeous. But that's like the only actress I can think of that's shown their titties that many times and still went on to be.
Damn, how many times
Great.
Anne Hathaway show her titties?
Yeah, I don't know
There's
about
quite a bit of
this.
shows. I mean, quite a bit of movies. Like
She got real titties?
Yes.
and that's to say,
And they're-
all
they
of her
sit
real.
up?
She's very
They
real.
sit up.
They're real. Yeah.
You know, you get older, them bitches start dropping quick.
Here's what I love talking about. It's because it's
I'm
interesting
dead.
how women, especially women in acting in the industry, they feel like they have to do nudity. Sarah Jessica Parker had a clause straight up saying she will never do nudity because of her marriage to a
nice.
fellow actor. I forget his name. Anyway.
I'm gonna shut this shit down. Ain't nobody seeing my girl's titties but me.
But
That's
hold
why I'm
on,
staying
now, hold
single. I
on.
gotta make money.
Hold on, they
She
still
said, "I'll
make
show
more
these
money though.
titties." I have
to
They
make
still
money.
make more money though.
It's money.
All the other Sex and the City girls, when they showed their nips and titties and ass, they got extra money.
Yeah.
Sarah Jessica Parker made it very clear, I will not. And everyone told her, you're going to ruin your career if you don't get rid of that clause. No one's
She
going
didn't though. Sex and
Sex
the
and
City
the
ran
City,
for
I
like
think it was
35
ruined her
years. and
career.
shit.
Yeah.
But people try to tell her it
Oh,
will.
yeah, no, you
This is early 90s. Remember, y'all, this is early 90s.
This out there, hocus
Everybody was
pocus.
butt naked.
This
in
is
the 90s.
before.
That was
yes,
everywhere.
very before
That's
Hocus
different.
Pocus. Hocus Pocus was after. I mean, before.
Yeah,
now we
I
have
thought so.
certain.
Wait, Hocus
society-
Pocus was 9.
She
94?
filmed. She
That was in the
filmed
90s.
Hocus Pocus 93. It was released. She didn't start filming Sex and the City. It was not released till 95.
Okay.
Now we have certain views in our society, and a lot of people respect women more. So you can go without doing nudity, and it's okay.
And it's okay.
Now,
How the fuck are
Then-
you in sex and
In
the
the
city?
city.
And you're not
and you ain't
naked.
showing titties?
I was
That's
young as
just
fuck,
it.
waiting for
She
some
did-
shit to pop up.
She did lingerie.
I fuck with you. Where
She
the
was always
titties at?
clothed. She did like the
ATO,
sex
shit.
scenes. She would do the sex scenes, but she was always in lingerie. She was never nude. Now,
don't
Kim
even
Cartel,
fuck with
all the
lingerie
other,
like
all
that.
the
Other
other
stuff you
actresses,
say, like,
they
yeah,
had
cool.
nips. They showed their tits.
Yeah.
They had ass. They did sex scenes. Sarah Jessica Parker did not in Sex and the City, the series, the new series, the movies, and all that. She has never broken her claws.
But babe,
Damn.
my thing is, I don't know any of the top actresses that we see today having history of showing their tits. I don't know. Like, give me one.
I don't know any.
I respect
Oh, wait, hold
her.
on. Stop it,
Halle
stop
Berry.
it.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry and
Halle Berry
Swordfish.
showed her titties?
Swordfish.
Until
Stop
Swordfish.
it.
Which
Wait,
one?
Swordfish?
Hold
What's this?
on. Hold on. Hold on.
She was butt naked. They were fucking.
Halle Berry never did
Hugh
nudity until that film, which is what she which is nominated for her Oscar. Correct me not.
For showing titties.
But that was she deliberately said, I will not get nude for any movie film until I think it's with purpose. And that was the only one that she ever did
What
with full
about,
nudity.
But they paid
Mark-
her. They paid her out.
But that's what I'm saying.
got paid out.
She was
Halle
like,
Berry
I've never
didn't
done
get
it
paid.
because I've never
but
done
that
it.
one, she got paid
Because I'm never doing it. And if it's going to be, it's with purpose and I'm going to get my value because I've
they
never
did.
done it. And guess what? They took
They
advantage of
paid
it.
her.
And she got, that's what I'm saying.
They
She
paid her
was
out
smart.
good.
As
How
an
much she get?
actress.
It was a lot.
It was a lot for
It
that.
was.
I
Well,
It was
shit,
a
I'm
lot.
trying to
It was
know.
a lot.
Because,
it was for that year. I believe it's the
hey,
most for a
what about
nudity
Margot
scene.
Robbie? She's fucking killing the game. She showed titties in Wolf of Wall Street.
Here's the thing, though.
That's my bitch.
I love her.
Hey, she's so fucking
I love
good.
her, and I
love
could be
Margot
wrong on
Robbie.
this. I could be wrong on this. Do they pay you more if your boobs are real or fake?
Ooh. I
She
don't
got
know.
fake titties? She had little titties.
But they still could be
She had
fake.
little fake titties?
Little fake titties?
This titty man, he said titty. He
said
take a
titty.
shot every time he said
know,
titty.
he got it.
Titty man.
I'm not even a
man.
titty
He
guy
likes
either, but shit.
You like
Now.
ass?
I'm gonna ask.
You
Yeah.
should ask. We should ask. Now, do I think she does? No. But do most actresses do? Yeah. Are you going to get the real cut if they're not real or fake? Have you ever seen it on an application?
I don't think so.
I don't
Hold
know
on.
about that.
Ladies, in a submission, have you ever been asked that question? Do you have any fake injections?
I haven't, but I know
I
that
haven't.
it's there.
It's
Yeah,
there.
it's crazy.
It's there.
All right, so let me ask you while we're on asking weird shit like that.
Go ahead.
Have you been asked to do any sexual favors for any roles or anything? Because I know that's a thing in the industry. Oh, that got the snorts going crazy.
Bro, her snort. Damn, this mean you must have.
Honey, you
The
want
way she just go ahead and start us off, honey, because
she
I
was
was
crazy.
all of this. Look,
I'm laughing so hard because it's so sad, but more than you probably want to know.
No, I want to know.
And it all
That's why I
started-
asked.
He
I know,
wants
right?
to know the real
So-
raw truth.
Remember when the Me Too movie came out?
Yes.
Okay, the director, the main one that everyone was after.
What are you talking about, the R. Kelly?
No, R. Kelly.
But that
the
was
Me Too movement.
The Me
Just
Too
the
movement.
whole
It was a
movement.
whole movie
Okay.
because of the one. What was his name? I can't think of his name now.
the director with
That I know what you're. I know you're talking about.
Weinstein.
I can't. Yeah, there you go.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Weinstein. Now, back in my time, my acting directors are horrible. I'm not gonna name names, but basically, my director in
Now I'm
college.
sorry,
I'm sorry, I'm horrible, guys. I'm horrible.
Okay, go ahead.
My acting director, she told me about the acting couch because during this time, I'm just
The
now starting.
acting couch.
I just
That's
started
my
with film.
shit right
I just
there.
started with film,
I ain't
so I was
watching
getting
that
nervous.
long ass time. That's some shit.
But I got really nervous because I was working with an acting coach who was
mimosas.
starting drama with female actresses. Now, hear me out. And he had also tried to do it to me, but for some reason, I don't know if it's just
The
'cause I was-
casting couch?
to certain degrees. Hear me out. Hear me out. Nah, bro. I know you laughing
Casting
about
couch.
it, but low key.
It's not funny though.
I know because it was an acting coach. He was an acting teacher.
See?
In Vegas, who was.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
I'm not
She
going to
said
say
zoom,
name. I'm not going to say names.
name it.
She gonna tell us
But
after.
I am
camera.
going to tell you
Yeah.
it is. I am going to tell you they're in Vegas, and I do not go to them, and I do not refer them to anyone. But at the end of the day, this person tried to tell me if I'm going to make it as an actress, I need to be more sexual. I need to work on Cat in a Hot Tin Roof, and I need to work on my sexuality and be more sexual on camera. And excuse me, sir? No, I don't. I know what my niche is. I'm the girl next door. I'm funny. I'm cute. I'm sassy. I don't need to be sexual. When I need to be sexual, that'll be for a big time role, and I know exactly how to be sexual. And that's why you have a sex coach on camp. Like you have a sex
you're a
coordinator. on
grown-ass
camp.
woman. You know how to
I
be
know.
sexual.
Like,
Shit.
thank
Facts.
you.
Yeah.
But with that being said, he tried to pressure me, and I would be at his house working on things, and he had other actresses, and eventually they started to feel like he was sexually yes, so it was not pretty. So to the point where, unfortunately, yes, by an acting coach and in the industry, and when I called my director back in the time, and I called her, and she's like, Kat, I was with Weinstein back in the day. And I said, excuse me, what? She said, low key, I had lots of, the ones that came out, good for them, but there was a lot more that didn't come out. And I was one of them. But at the same time, I was never one of them. She was like, what do you mean? She's like, look, everyone knew about Weinstein. Everyone in the industry knew about what he did and what he'd been doing. Now, you had a choice. Because I was that woman who went into his casting room. He tried to make me do it, and all I did was laugh in his face and walk out that room. He said that was going to ruin my career. It did not ruin my career, but a lot of women feared that, and so they did. And I
So
can't blame
because-
them.
What she means,
She's like,
like-
I can't blame them because at that time there was no union, there was no women's help or Me Too.
And he was
Or
the
Me
one
Too,
to get
right.
you into them.
And he really
Yeah,
was.
he
Like
was
you
the one.
can't. So I can't be offended if any woman has or has not had that.
They're taken advantage of. You don't know.
But they really
For
are.
sure.
Now, when you see it and it's all brought out and everything, it's still happening.
Yeah, of course,
You
it's
can't
still
say it's
happening.
not. It's still
because
is.
even if it's brought to light, like those people, they're in a position to where
power
their
and
friends, their
money.
peers are the
Yeah.
same guys that are hiring us and y'all for the roles. So if they put a text out here like, "Yeah, this bitch isn't with it. Don't hire her. Don't give her work," that spreads around.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, she said that definitely happened, but it wasn't. She just looked at it as you're not the people I'm meant to work with, and made her own thing. And she had her own production company. She had her own
good.
film career. She was
good.
fine without
Hey,
him.
sometimes you have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
Like if you're not getting an opportunity,
That's where the money is.
Make your
anyway.
own opportunity.
I'm not
Yes.
even gonna lie.
Especially
you make way
today's
more money being a
society,
producer than you do
YouTube,
actress.
fucking all these freaking streaming services nowadays, they don't even want you to be a big production. They want good quality film. If you're an
Yeah.
independent, shoot, have the
because they're going
foreign
to take
films.
advantage of us. That's
These
fine.
folks that
Yes
make
and
millions
no,
off
but at the
independent.
same time, they want you to keep coming back to them because they're competing with every other
Everybody
streaming
else,
platform.
and
so
they're
if
on
they
the-
like your stuff, they know
Yeah.
you're good. I'm gonna give you a nice big check because I know you're competing with everyone
I'ma
else.
Before
highlight
anyone
this,
else
put it
picks
on
you
the
up.
front. Yes.
So okay, so back to the question. For me, I've never been like deliberately asked like, "Hey, do this, and I'll put you in a movie."
Not like
but
that.
I can't count like on my hands how many men have independent filmmakers have used their role,
Status.
their status to try to get
They're
at
in Vegas?
you. They're everywhere.
It's
Everywhere. I mean, not out of the country. I would say, like in the United States, like I try to submit to as many roles as possible. Like people will fly you out. They'll
Oh,
room
yeah,
and board you.
definitely.
So like I've talked to producers on the East Coast, down south.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times men have used their status to. That's how they get you. Like, oh hey, you know, I'm interested in working with you. I've watched your stuff. You're dope. And then next thing you know, they're replying to your stories. They're being sexual. They're trying to
we
get
ain't
at
trying to
you.
do that.
And it's like,
Can I ask you this? Have you ever looked up the people when they reached
and
out?
some of them have credentials. A lot of them have
But
nothing.
that makes it
Don't even
easier
have
for
a
them to
fucking
do that.
IMDb. It's like, what
Oh,
are
they don't
you
have
doing?
nothing, no credentials. You
No
said?
credentials.
I'm telling you.
Oh
I'm
shit!
dead.
That's
it's
why
like-
I always tell my actresses, you look the shit up.
Oh yeah, you
I
got
don't,
to.
I don't give a fudge what their website says, how many credits they
you
do.
did it, huh?
You
Yes,
look
yes,
up.
mimosas.
You look
The way
up,
we stalk our men, we gotta stalk.
but you look at the address.
that's what I
You
be
look up
doing.
where the hell that
Yeah.
image is
Yeah.
sending you. You're not going to no warehouse at 11 o'clock at night for a little hotel room. No.
And
Don't
it's
be
like,
naive.
No offense to the independent filmmakers
No,
out
none at
there.
all, 'cause I
Not
love
at all,
you.
But can you at least have a movie in theaters before you try to exploit me for a role?
That part.
Or
you're
at
trying to
least
exploit
rent a
me
damn
for a role.
conference space
You're
so I
trying to
feel
exploit me
comfortable to
for a
go to an
role that's
audition
going
versus a
on
hotel room.
YouTube, bro. Like
A hotel room?
Oh, honey, you know how many hotel room auditions I have been asked to go
Talk
to?
about it, Kat. Let us
Way
know.
more than I ever want. Oh, honey.
That's weird.
I don't. That's why I always tell my actresses, you look the fuck up who they are and where you're going.
what they
Yeah, I
done.
always do that before I go on an audition. If it's like on Facebook, I look up everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
you better.
I
have
look up
to,
who your
especially
mutual friends
Facebook.
are,
I don't care what
everything.
you-
But I'm
Yeah, I
talking
look up
backstage.
everything.
I'm talking even your acting platforms. They have a company, production, director, whatever. They don't have a page. They don't have got nothing. And for all your scammers out there, there is a way to find you at the same time. So don't be trying to make no fake pages either, because you have to have legitimacy.
Yeah.
And then if you're legitimate enough, you're going to rent a conference office space. You're going to make it a professional office time.
Yes.
You're not going to make me come to a hotel room at
Why
9
do you
o'clock at
even
night
have
for
Yeah.
a party
hotel
vibe.
rooms?
That's
What are you doing at a
crazy.
hotel
Castle
on,
Who
dude?
books
couch.
the hotel room?
That's
Lots
crazy.
You can book a
It's
conference
red
room.
flags. And a lot of people, a lot of actresses, and I'm not trying to be shady at all, but a
No.
lot of actresses are so thirsty.
Too thirsty.
They'll do anything.
No
They'll do
offense,
anything.
honeys.
It's so real.
They
They're
will
so
do
thirsty
anything.
to work that they ignore all red flags. And it's like you have to not, because
You
those
have
are
to
the
be
type
alert.
of things that are gonna get you into shit.
Yes.
Like you-
Human trafficking is a thing.
Oh, honey.
That
you know,
is a
people
lot,
taking
yeah.
advantage is a thing. You know, people come over, you get drugged and shit. As a woman, y'all already know, y'all are all grown ass women, but you got to be alert. As if you're going to the club, the same way you are with doing business with people, especially if it's starting
Like
from
you
an
just have to be
online
smart, especially
relationship.
if they're trying to fly you out to a different state.
I don't.
Oh,
fly.
that's crazy,
I'm
too.
sorry. I will get myself there. I will get my own vehicle. You can pay for everything, but I will know
Oh, I was
exactly
gonna say,
everything.
shit, if motherfuckers talk about paying, I'm
See,
like,
I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say, as far as being flown out, I have to know somebody that knows you. We have to have mutual. I don't. just up and gone.
Hold on,
Yeah.
because there are some like businesses, legitimate businesses that make it legitimate to the point where everything is. I have an invoice. I have this expense.
Right.
Everything's all done and done for me. Basically,
Hotel booked, everything
I mean,
like
everything
that.
legitimately
Okay.
documented. There's W-2. Everything's
There's contracts
legal.
for everything.
Yeah.
Contracts. Even
Yeah.
like
There are
UGC
contracts.
stuff. You can tell what's legitimate UGC and what isn't.
Isn't.
And that's the stuff I'm like, I'm not playing with you. You're not getting me to send you free. You're not getting my money to get me nothing. You're going to send me the stuff and I will promote and do the videos you need, but you're not taking advantage and not paying me or trying to get my address and be somewhere.
That's
I feel like that's
creepy.
the biggest, one of the biggest things in this industry is knowing how to ignore red flags, because that shit can end people's career. Like, you don't know how many times people have gotten taken advantage of, and they're like, you know what, I don't
Fuck
even want to
this.
do it
I don't even
anymore.
wanna do it no more.
Yeah, and it's
And
fucked
now you
up.
They literally missed out on so much more opportunity. Just
Well, not just that, you took the energy and
You
the
took the
excitement,
life
you
out
took
of
the
it,
love
you
out
know,
of this
like,
person, out of
and now
that
they don't even
person.
have that enjoyment for it. They don't
It's
even
not
wanna
fair.
do it. And it's triggering, you know,
Yeah.
to even do it. Now it's not therapeutic. It's not fun. It's just like, this triggers me. This makes me think about this experience, my anxiety. Like, is this gonna happen again? Is this gonna keep
So I
happening?
feel like women really need to be smart
Yeah,
and
that's
be
a good
aware.
point.
Like,
Oh, honey.
be smart and be aware. 'Cause some I'm just like, well, come on, I could have
Yeah.
been told you. Like,
Straight up, I make sure I tell 2, if not 3 people, hey, I'm going to this place at this time for an audition. Da 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 da.
Hey.
If I send you a code word, I have
at
a
least
dagger
5 of
in
my
purse.
friends have my location.
I have a dagger in my purse.
have my location.
That has a
Exactly.
sharp blade, a breaking glass, whatever I
Yeah.
need to get the fuck away. But you ain't coming near me. Now, after I get there and everything's cool, I send them green light, but be near. Like, I
Yeah.
still.
You gotta be aware.
Hey,
You
as a
have to.
man, I do that my damn self.
Look.
When I'm going to auditions or going to, filming and shit like that, going to set, my homies have my location.
That's good.
Hey, man, I'm going here and here, so if you don't hear from me, I got raped or stole it or something.
Right.
So
And that's
come and
They
get me.
got- I know, like, we laugh for men, but like low key, y'all got it
happens to
too.
y'all.
I mean,
Oh,
look at me. Shit, they
Yeah,
Wait,
some of them are like,
no,
fuck me.
because the last production I just worked on, so like, I don't know these filmmakers from McKenna
Okay.
Paint. I just met them on, like, casting websites.
They get sketchy as fuck.
It really is.
So these, I'm not even gonna say too much because I don't want it to.
These people?
But these people they filmed a production. I knew this guy that they cast in the film, and he's never acted before. They just liked his look, and somebody, like, one of the producers knew him and like talked to him. So they were like, do you want to be in my movie?
Yeah.
And when I tell you, like, there was so much going on behind and like the scenes, like dates being changed because this person didn't want the dates, right?
Yeah.
Like things being changed, pay, everything being changed because this person's in the producer's ear. And I'm hearing all this
Everything
stuff
just
because I
being
know
messy,
this
yeah.
person. So I'm like, okay, so this is what happened. And then that person dropped out of the film. And it's just crazy how, like, as women, we're supposed to be better in this industry. And you're using your status and your job as a filmmaker, and you're putting this man above your cast, the people who've auditioned, the people who have dedicated their time, it's cringe as fuck, right? It's cringe as fuck. But
It just
it's
clicked to me what you
cringe.
just said to me.
But women do it to men too.
Ew.
Like, women use their platform and their status to do the same thing to men.
Ew.
And it's sick. Because, like, we're supposed to be better than that. Like,
What the fuck, honeys?
We-
I'm sorry. I
I-
gotta say this. We are too fine for that shit. You can get a man. Go out, go get a drink. Your man will
I'm
be there to suck
telling
your
you.
clit. Oh my God. Why?
Why?
Why? Here's my thing. I'm sorry. I know. I love that made you laugh. It makes me so upset to know that women are doing that. I get men. Y'all been, no offense, y'all can do it too easily
pieces
without
of
thinking
shit.
about
right,
it.
yeah, like, we
We're
know, everybody
pieces of
knows
shit.
that.
Okay,
Like,
we-
can't live with them, can't live without them.
whatever.
I'm even
Whatever.
a nice guy, and I'm still a piece of shit.
We love you.
But
At least
we're
you're honest.
honest. We're raised to be nurturing, loving, caring. Why?
But how women can manipulate when we shouldn't have to. We just
It's easy
get
for
it.
y'all to manipulate too.
And that's
It's so
just it.
easy because there's such gullible guys out there. You could flash like almost a nip, and you could have some of these guys going fucking around the world and back for you.
Low-key,
You can flash
I-
a shoulder blade. You just be like,
Damn, look at that fucking shoulder blade.
telling you, it's crazy.
Hey, Jenny, she showed me the shoulder blade, dog. I'm not
telling you.
that
Like, that's how
We can
men
literally be
are.
like batting our eyes and like give you a
Yeah.
side smile, and you think you're gonna buy our groceries. Like,
Literally.
but the fact that women take advantage of that for the industry just to get I
would never expect that from a woman.
No,
that's all.
that
I'm
makes me
saying.
grossed out. I'm
That's all
sorry in
saying. I would
advance.
never expect that from a woman. So it was
But
just,
that also shows where society's at now.
cringe as fuck. I was like, just give me my fucking money. I'm ready to go. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
So the film industry in Vegas, man, it's hard out here. It's hard out here. We don't get the respect like LA. We don't get the respect like Atlanta.
Ooh, Atlanta.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
Let me hear it.
She said for
I
me.
gotta budge in because
I love this. Keep going.
there's
me on
a
game.
pool of us actors, but a lot of these actors are not serious. They don't take the industry serious. They don't take the business serious. So then you get the producers and the filmmakers that don't take us serious because there's a huge percentage of actors who don't take it serious. Like, you have paid role, right? Like food on set, IMDb credit, reels, all this stuff, perfect opportunity. And then you get somebody that wants to audition. And then there's like, I don't even know how to think of it, but there's just like one thing. They're like, you know what? No, I don't want to do it. Or no, you're not
honey,
paying
no.
me enough. Or
It's-
no.
You ain't paying me
No,
enough.
stop.
Hey, how
Seriously,
many
got
times
paid
we're
for
doing shit for
anything.
free?
So
don't got
I
paid
work
for shit.
So I work
Girl,
with a
you
lot
didn't
of
get paid.
agents and managers in LA. Now, during COVID, there was a big cut in a lot of agencies because there wasn't a lot of roles going out. Now, during this time, NCIS had an open casting call. Okay, one of these big
You could be a cop.
Thanks. One of these big agencies basically told all their actors, hey, submit for this. There's like 30 plus different roles. Like there's 30 different characters, open casting, send in a self-tape at this time, blah, blah. Take a guess at how many actors sent in a self-tape during COVID, primetime COVID.
Probably like 5.
How many actors?
1.2 million.
If you had a roster of like 1,500 actors under your
Way
agencies,
less than I thought.
how many do you think submitted?
Probably not even half.
300.
1,500.
It should have been. Now,
Should've.
how many do you think actually
300.
did? Less than 100. She cut so many people because it's the idea that you, and why she asked, hey, why didn't you submit? Oh, they didn't have a role for me. Oh, I didn't like the pay. Oh, I didn't like this. Oh, I'm better than this. You don't send me anything. Blah, 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 blah. So much bullshit excuses to the point where, it makes everyone look at you like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you really want this? No, I want to fill up with actors who do and will actually do. But the fact that you said what you said is so true, and it's so sad because we are looked at as, we're Vegas. Oh, Vegas, they just do whatever. They're just here for the money. But in all honesty, we are now becoming the higher industry for that. Because now we have Mark Wahlberg trying to open up a studio
But
up
it's
here.
the city
Yeah.
of entertainment.
We are. and
We
there's
should be
nothing wrong
able
with
to
that.
Film
live
should
up
have
to
been
that.
here.
It
But
really
I
should've.
work with like a lot of the producers and filmmakers, like I work with behind the scenes as well too. And so I hear stories. A lot of people, they don't take this serious. And it makes all of us look bad as
Yeah.
a
It
group.
does.
Because you don't know how many Las Vegas filmmakers are like, man, these Las Vegas actors don't take shit serious.
Seriously,
Or
they don't
didn't
show up on set on
They
time.
didn't sign the contract. They didn't accept the role. They didn't do
So
this.
it's on us.
You're not even submitting fucking right. You're in your car doing a self-tape. Why are you doing that? Like, no shade. You have to start from somewhere, but even if
But it's hard to
bad,
look up a YouTube video on how to do a self-tape. and,
There's
like,
a
learn
certain
about a
level
background.
of respect that you put, one, for yourself, but two, to the motherfuckers trying to put this together. This shit
telling
ain't
you,
easy.
It's not.
How many people do we have to have at the right place at the right time perfectly just to get a scene? All right, now start the motherfucking production,
That part.
pre-production.
But that's
Takes
just it. Everyone
forever.
thinks it's just like, oh, well, right away, I just want the big production, want all the money and all this. It's like, it doesn't
don't get
happen
paid
like
right
that.
away.
Oh, my
At
gosh.
all.
You know how many times it's hard to explain that to actors? Just even if whether
Like, if you're
or
in
not,
it for
like,
the money, it's not for
And
you.
a lot of
No, go
actors
be a
don't
I would tell go be a reality star.
understand.
You want to be famous, you want to be rich fast, go be a reality star.
Right, and
Acting's
a
not
lot
for
of
you.
actors
Yeah.
don't understand the business. Like,
they
sometimes
don't.
you're going to be on set for 12, 14
You
hours.
might not even get
Plus.
paid. You get a lunch. That's it.
You know what I mean? Like,
And you're not a star, so you're going to have to be
no,
with
you
the
need
extras.
to feed me.
I said you get a lunch.
I
said no. Yeah, you get a
You
lunch.
need to
I
feed me
agree.
some snacks
I
and
don't
some
care.
water.
You may not pay me. I gotta get
Like,
IMDb.
you
You
know,
better have that
feed
food
me.
card. You better
I
have
don't
that.
care if it's a piece of bread, bitch. You better
You better
feed me
get
something.
something.
Background, you
But-
just get food.
That's why you draw the fucking line.
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah, no, I mean, now, okay, for actors, especially us that are now, we're still like whatever they say, no name. I don't give a crap. We're building our credits. Do you believe? Will you take a gig that gives you food and you like the role, but it ain't gonna pay you, or you're gonna take the role that pays you, but you?
Let me answer this.
I'm not even looking to get paid.
Let me answer this because I went from doing all free stuff to now all paid stuff.
Okay,
right?
good
Let me
answer.
this.
Yes.
So it matters on a couple different points, right? So the filmmaker itself, what do your films look like? Do you push your films out? Are you going to just record this and scrap it and never edit it? Am I just showing up and wasting my time? Am I going to get my real footage? And are you going to put it somewhere, anywhere, even if it's just festivals? Are you going to put it somewhere? Is the quality good? Is the audio good? Is the it has to.
Talk your shit,
I have to have something to put. It's not even about. It's about the experience as well.
I get it.
But I need something to put on my reel.
Something.
That's why I'm doing this, so I can take your work that I did for free and go get a paid role with this work. And then number 2, if it's a role that I want. Maybe it's a role that I've been asking for people and I haven't been getting it, and you want to give me the opportunity to do this kind of role that I want. Then okay, I'll do it. But those things have to match up. Yes. They have to match up.
I agree.
Or I can't do it.
Because now you're selecting the roles. You're not just taking any role because you want to take it. Versus, okay, now I'm going to pick the quality, the purpose, and the value to my
A lot of people
life.
do that. They submit for anything. I'm like, why?
That's what I was talking about, thirsty.
I would never.
actresses. And it's not even just about, because you can pay me and still waste my time.
No, honey.
Like a lot of people who have like their first time films, and like no shade on nobody.
Okay,
Like we
no,
have
no,
to
no.
start from somewhere. But
We all did.
there's a certain
And
amount of
do.
level of research you can do. Not even just research, shadow somebody else's set.
Yeah.
Ask if you can be a PA on someone's set.
Thank
Learn.
you. You know
learn-
how hard it is to tell an actress, hey, have you ever thought about doing behind the scenes? They're like,
Learn
I'm a
the
camera person.
basics.
Well, shut up.
Sit your ass in the
Learn.
background and
Get
walk around
fucking
Because I'll
work.
tell you
in a
what,
circle.
I've
Get fucking work.
PA'd, I've directed. Doing those things when I'm ready to produce my own film, I have enough knowledge to do so. And a lot of people who like their first time films, they don't have any knowledge
Because they
And
just
so
do it.
They're
just
wasting
like,
your time.
I'm good at this. I can do it. Oh, okay, good luck.
They're booking you for this in your contract. They're these days. Oh, can we shoot these days? Oh, then can we shoot these days? Bro, I have a life. I'm taking out of my life, calling off my job, buying wardrobe, buying hair, paying for nails,
Transportation costs.
transportation,
You ain't paying
everything
shit for it?
to do this, and you're wasting my time. You're taking 3 hours to film one 5-page scene because you don't know what you're doing. So you have to, as an actress, you have to protect
What's the
yourself.
longest production you've done?
Like good or bad? It doesn't matter.
I don't
shit.
give a crap. Literally the longest.
Let me specify. We taking good shit
production.
about
I mean,
shit.
so honestly, when it's a long production, it's not very great.
The one I'm doing now.
So do you guys remember like the pandemic, the whole Clubhouse era?
Yes.
Where it was on Clubhouse? Okay, so I met with these group of people on Clubhouse like 6 times a week. You guys know Marquise Moore?
The one, Vegas Pizza.
He was
He's
at
with
Vegas
us,
Pizza.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Marquise Moore, he was the runner. That's how I know Marquise Moore. He was like the founder of the group, and we read scripts every week. Okay, so fast forward post pandemic, 2 of the writers in that group were like, hey, we have a script and we want all of you guys to do it. It's a passion project. So we're not going to be able to pay you. You kind of have to pay for your own transportation to LA. But, you know, we're going to, right. But it's a passion project.
Okay.
And we all know each other on Clubhouse. We want to meet in person anyway.
Tax write it off.
You
I
know,
got
let's
you.
do it. Let's do it, right?
Yeah.
So I did it, girl. When I tell you, if you weren't acting, you were being behind the scenes doing PA.
Okay.
If you weren't the lead, your scenes were getting rushed.
Oh my God.
Like I was
Damn.
probably working 20 hours out of the day and sleeping 4 hours. We did a 80-page script in
With
3 days, bro.
No
I swear.
pay.
We did an 80-page script in 3
Yeah, you
days.
talk about taking advantage.
That's a
God,
lot.
Lee.
But I have to be fair. They were 100% honest about all of this beforehand.
Were you
Okay,
like? Did you fuck with
okay.
it? Did you have a good time?
I feel like it was an experience.
Yeah.
It was. It
Did you
taught me
learn a lot?
things.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of things.
Okay.
I learned a lot behind the
That's
scenes.
You're
good.
as
gonna
well,
hate me
too.
for
That's
saying
good.
this. That's not bad because you did it in 3 days. I'm still waiting on a project I worked on since 2018.
We
What was that,
did
2019?
it though.
Wait, you're
That's
writing
the
one?
thing.
No, I'm not.
3
Oh, I'm
days.
not, honey. It's a feature film, and I'm an actress for, and we still trying to finish the fucking I got 2 scenes. I got to finish on that damn film.
Oh,
and I'll be
that's the
done.
one you brought up last podcast.
I can't do
Yeah,
bro.
that's why I have to ask.
She
because
said
there's-
5 years.
There's so many.
What are we
Yeah.
doing?
There's so many, and when you see it, it's
We
gonna be
about to die
a
old
Tubi.
age.
Let's be real,
That
it's gonna be a Tubi because my body has altered in that 5 years, and it don't.
I
look
mean, I
the same.
bet you're a grown ass woman now.
But it's annoying for me as an actress to be like, wow, I would love to promote. It's on my IMDb, it's there, but it's like, yo, bro,
Where's it at?
Where's it at? And then the
Yeah.
fact that we haven't finished, and it's 5+ years, and every time I'm like, okay, it's done. Like I never have to worry about it. I want to die, do something with my hair. They hit me up saying, oh, we're gonna start filming soon. Hey, we're gonna start filming soon. Don't we're gonna finish. I promise. And I love to believe them, and I want to finish it because I'm not a quitter. But oh my god,
That was like my first feature film.
I
We're
will-
still not done.
But that's just it. I will,
Mine is still
the
not
very,
done.
The very first feature film, ladies, don't feel
Literally
bad. Your
my
very first
first
feature,
one.
if it doesn't finish, just keep the IMDb credit and write it off as it's an editor problem, not your own. Which is why
and it's on IMDb and shit.
it's so sad because I want to celebrate all my productions. I want to celebrate them, but at the end of the day,
Promote
don't
them.
make me look like an
Yeah.
idiot. Don't make me look stupid.
I'm filming this, but where's it at?
It's
See,
crazy
what happened
because
was
I had the same kind of, well, I didn't have that experience, but almost. So like the film that I just did, they were trying to do that. So like they had a lead actress from like out of state. And they were like, we ran over our time because, lack of preparation, lack of knowledge when it comes to filming. And they were like, okay, we have to come back and finish. But they were trying to push it. This was like beginning of December is when we started. They were like, okay, we can't do it till January 6th. I was like, hold on, wait.
Oh.
Being in this business and going through that, I'm telling you, once you push dates back, it leaves opportunity to keep pushing it back. Because, okay, January 1st, everybody's available. Once January 1st comes, somebody else picked up another commitment. I can't do January 1st anymore. And the fact that you already filmed most of the movie, you need everybody. It's different if you filmed most of it. And
One
then
little
this
scene,
And then
yeah.
this character never came up, so you
That's
can
fine,
write
you
them
can
out.
cut 'em out.
But
But-
when it's to that point, it's a possibility you're never gonna get it done. Like people have surgeries, people have kids, people
Vacation
have
even coming
vacations,
up.
people have all these
I want
kind of
vacation.
things.
What PTO you got? I want that.
Girl, once you
Shit.
push a film past a certain mark, you have a window. It's like a 30-day. In my opinion, it's like a 30-day
Yeah.
period. It's like unless you're multiple
that idea.
dates, but
She
you
said
have a window.
1,500-day period.
It's bad.
You
dude.
have
like
a window,
crazy.
and after that window, you're going through that, and
Yeah.
now you look different. Your voice probably sounds different.
Oh, well.
I've been through 8 different characters since this movie, and you want me to jump back 8 fucking characters?
You're mentally
and go
not
back
even
to
in
this
it no more. You're like,
character?
who am I?
I've
What
been
am I
bring
out
doing?
of
this
her.
character
I have
back
been
out.
out of her.
No, that's
She
not how
has
that
been
works.
gone, and she
And
will
it's
be
not your fault.
burning.
And then
It's really
sadly,
not.
you have to chalk it up to the game because it's probably never gonna get finished.
Oh, it isn't.
It's just like my first.
Let's just cut it now.
My
I'm
first feature
sorry for
film.
listening, but-
I was so excited, girl. I did like 3
I
cell
would-
tapes. They were like, "Well, we're gonna cast you for like the small role." I was like, "Period." It's my
That's
first.
fine.
I just started doing
See,
this.
that's my problem though. I'm a lead in it. Like I'm the only feature female lead in it. And it's like I'm not, it's 2 scenes. If they call me and say like we're gonna finish, I'm like, yeah, I'm going. You waste my time again and again though, I'm gonna lose my shit. But and like I said last time, I'll say it again. I will finish it, but I'm never gonna work with you again unless
Girl.
and even then you're gonna pay me a butt fuck.
Dye your hair, do whatever you want
Yeah.
to do. 'cause
I'm gonna
it's
have
not-
to.
Literally.
But I won't because I'm so low maintenance. It's horrible. I want to die so bad, but I won't.
I was
I'm
gonna
so
say
low
it's
maintenance. Sorry,
definitely not
baby.
your fault that they did that.
I-
Like, live your life.
It's so annoying though because I'm one of those that I'm so passionate and I'm so dedicated to my projects. When I say I'm going to do it, I want to do it. And if it's not going to happen, I feel like an idiot. I feel like not a failure because it's not my project. But that's also why when we were
It's a
talking about
waste of
starting our own
time.
projects, yeah, I need to be because I shouldn't be waiting on anybody else but myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm the only one going to make
That type of
opportunities for
shit
myself.
teaches you though, for when it's time for your own production, the good and the bad. Teach you
Oh, big time.
how you want your production to
Big
go.
time.
Like
Yeah.
literally. So
Do y'all write?
I have a script.
Not a girl. I'm starting one.
What's
I
your
don't-
script about?
It's an urban hood
Ooh.
film. It's called Survival of the Fittest. It has like basically 3 leads, and so like they're all connected somehow, and it's like who's gonna survive out of this story. It's a lot of plot twists and stuff. I don't really want to say too much, only because
Copyright.
Because that shit is coming. Because it's coming,
Not just
baby.
copyright, but I want to get the ball moving
Yeah.
before I start talking about it.
That's
I feel like-
awesome, though. I love
But-
that.
You're going to have to let me check it out.
It's my gym, though. You definitely could check it out.
Yeah, let me check it out. So-
I want to start production this year. I'm going to start trying to get the money for it. I want to film that movie.
That's hard, man.
It's
Looking for an
Sounds
actress
dope.
is hit a girl.
Yeah, man.
I got
Look-
you.
Hey. That's why I said, let me see the script. I want to see if there's a
Oh,
bald
boy.
beard man in there
You need me.
that needs to come and do some things.
But
You
it's
know what I'm
funny
saying?
because when you think about scripts, like when you start to write projects, you automatically start thinking about people and who you could actually work with and create your dream script around.
Yes.
Or do you just create the script and just say, fuck it, I'll find the people when I find them?
So, like, for this one particularly, I just, I had, like, the muse, I don't know, for like this particular story. And so like I just wrote it down and I wrote it. And then you write the first rough draft real quick and then you go back and you make the necessary changes. And then you start thinking about what elements can make a movie better, and you come in and you make it better. But a lot of the roles, I would say, like, luckily, like, it was like God's way line up to a lot of people that I know. So it's easier. But that's definitely important because it's easier to put somebody in your movie that you know is gonna do this. You know they're not gonna be a diva on your set. You know they're gonna show up.
I'm sorry. I'd rather create a whole script around people I love and trust that
Then
will
have
deal
a
with my
diva.
crazy
No, I don't want
than
it.
deal with
Yeah.
a diva any
So-
day.
Yeah.
Any fucking day.
So that's definitely important though when writing a script, like knowing that you have like certain people that you can call on.
And it's funny that you say that because I've always wanted to write a script kind of like the modern day Sex and the City, but in the terms of Vegas.
Oh
And
shit, that sounds tough though.
Now, with that being said, I had the idea for so long, but now I'm like creating characters about like people I actually know.
Sex and Sin City.
Yeah, but like, and I want to bring up real things. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Sex and the City. There is something about it's so iconic to the point where they have a now all that or whatever. It's just like that whatever series. But I want for the modern new girl to remember, yo, bitch, you bad.
Right,
You don't
yeah.
need no man. You don't need no ring. You don't need no
Independent.
kids.
Yep.
But you can also
That's
have
important.
other things, and it's not just.
Y'all need a man.
Oh my God, Levi!
We
but
don't.
really don't. But really
We
don't.
don't.
Y'all
Really
need
don't.
y'all need a man to keep you
Here's
warm
the
at
thing,
night.
though. I know
It's
that
cold
sounds
out
bad.
here in these
I
streets.
don't.
It's real cold. It's like 30 degrees
I can
out
call
here
you
these
up
days.
the difference is I can call you up when I want, but at the end of the day, I need to have my own business, my own home, my own everything. So when you piss me off, you get the fuck out of my
out.
house and fuck
That
off.
part.
Because I can't rely on nobody
I'd be
but
like,
myself.
all right, I'm going home.
Well, yeah, you're home, but you know what I mean? Because most men don't. Or most people don't. They don't have that establishment of them. They just have
Yeah.
this idea of we, and we breaks.
No, you
We
gotta
like
get
I
to
feel
me.
like
cheat.
all of that's important to showcase.
you ain't lying.
Yeah,
You ain't
All
lying.
that's important to showcase on this show.
And
like
I would
that.
love that.
That speaks to women.
And I don't think we have a modern day of that. So I don't want to be a copycat with Sex and the City, but I want a modern
It's just
day.
showing that it's okay to be alone. You don't need a man
I mean,
for
like,
everything.
I think the world right now is like 50-50.
It really
it's like
is.
you have 50%, like, no, I can't live without a man.
Oh my God.
And then you have like 50, like, I don't need no fucking man.
I feel like
But then you
I
also
feel
have-
like you.
Don't forget that
50%.
25, 40% that's like, oh, we together, but we seeing other people because we understand we're
fuck
not meant
is
to
that?
be by one.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
do
get that
weird
either.
shit.
That's
I
called
don't-
fuck buddies.
But
We
they all
live
got it.
together. I cook
I've
you
met
dinner
so
and
many
shit. You drop me off
married-
at work, but we're
married
just
couples.
friends.
We're just friends.
But
just
I've seen
roommates.
so many like married couples that are like, no, we together, but like we're open to dating girls. We both date
Hey,
different
that's
women.
I was
crazy.
gonna say
So-
so
That's a
many
lot
married
going
men
on.
out here.
If we're both dating girls, that's one thing. But my woman could never be out there fucking with another dick but mine. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm
like,
shutting that shit
a
down.
lot of
Then,
men
like-
think that like you having sex with another woman without them is also
I didn't say that either.
and it is
That's not
cheating.
fair.
But that's dope though.
That's a communication that you have to have amongst your
And that's
relationship and,
totally
what
fine.
makes
I
people
respect
feel
that, but at the same time,
comfortable.
then why are you together?
Just stay single.
I mean,
Just
sex,
be single.
sex is sex, though.
Monogamy is
it's just not.
it's a choice though.
And I
Just
get
stay
it
single.
is, but that's
You can have your
that.
sneaky
But
link.
no, though,
Five other
because there are
people.
other lifestyles that people are into, and we can't make it seem like just because you don't do it, you can't knock it.
And that's
Can't
what
knock
I
it at
want
all,
to
So
no.
what's
show.
the point of
Yeah,
even
and that's
being
That's what I
important
want
to
to show
show.
though, because I don't get, but I do get it. Like I totally get it. I really do in a sense. Like after so many years, you love this person, but maybe you want to explore and just get a wild side to you, and remember that you're still fine, and that's fine. But I still have that person I go home to. I respect that, but then I also want people to know you don't have to do any of that. If you
Really
just want to be
don't.
by yourself and fuck and be a Leonardo DiCaprio, but young ho who's gonna fuck all the young, go for it, boo boo.
I mean, yeah, that's fine too. There's no law that states that if you're single when you're 40 or 50 or
But
whatever,
for women,
you failed.
we do, baby. For women, we
mean,
do.
y'all
Okay,
need to
can
get your
we just
motherfucking shit
state
together
this
then.
fact? Everybody dies alone.
Oh my God, I love
Can
you.
we just state this fact?
I love you.
Hey,
There's not
hey.
two people
Finding
in
her.
one casket.
Couldn't agree.
Everybody
Hey, I
fucking
feel
dies
like
alone.
there's two types of women that say that shit. One woman that's like, okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna enjoy life and have fun, and when I'm with you, I love you. But if not, I'm chasing my goals and dreams.
Damn right.
I may not be doing some fuck shit, but I'm busy.
But I'm
That's
busy.
me.
And then there's women that just be fucking a piece of shit and they're capping and they're like, we gonna die alone, and it's with the drama and the
Piece of
fucking
shit,
headaches and
capping.
shit.
Okay, you're
You're not alone.
Yeah,
kinda
but
right.
I mean, like I
kinda
said,
right.
I feel like it's a personal choice. I think a lot of like the problem in the world today is that people don't realize that everybody has their own choice.
Are
Like,
we even in the camera?
I don't know, but my bladder's about to leak, and I'm trying to hold it.
Go ahead. She
I
went pee
went-
like
I
4
I know you
times.
did. That's why I was like, damn, that's skill. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm like, over
Look,
it.
I had mimosas. I have a weak bladder with champagne.
It's
I like
really-
these mimosas.
It was smacking up.
I was telling you, you were like,
that was
I don't know.
smart. That was
You're like,
smart.
I don't know. I like tequila, no mimosas.
No, I'm glad
is
it
where
wasn't
it's at.
tequila.
Yeah, 'cause mimosas, we
would've
been
been
saying
saying
about
that
a
about a
whole
whole
nother
nother
I
show.
wouldn't have been able to
Yeah.
shut up if
That
you
was a
added
whole nother
tequila in
podcast.
that hoe. I wouldn't have been able to shut up.
All right, so we briefed on networking, man. So networking in the city is huge because living in Las Vegas, there's opportunity, like we mentioned before, the entertainment capital of the world. But at the same time, the film industry is low-key shunned upon because of things that we have brought up in this podcast. People not being serious, the actors not being on time. I'm not going to do this because I'm not getting paid enough. All of this bullshit, right? So that only solidifies the point of networking even more. When you have Adrian get on your podcast, you have Kat get on your podcast. That one right there. Or you can go downstairs.
She's just opening every door in your house.
She opened every door up in my motherfucking crib
gosh.
right now, boy. But no, it just makes it more important. I have Felicity get on the pod. And you're like, man, I know, Bobby and so I'm gonna put in a word telling me to get on the pod because you're having so fucking fun and drinking these mimosas and shit. It's about networking. That shit is important.
Yeah.
How do we do that? How do we take Las Vegas to the next level and take the independent film industry to the next level until we have the Mark Wahlberg solidifying
Right,
the
right.
Sonys and the bigger name companies coming out here? What do we do?
It's hard because like it might not be your thing, but if it's not your thing, you have to go outside your element. Like you have to talk to people. You have to connect with people. And it's so much easier now. Imagine how hard it was for the actors
Without
and
social
actresses
medias and
without
shit?
social media.
That was so hard. You had to only have an
Imagine.
agent. That was it back in
Yeah.
the day. Just an agent.
You
book
have to
you
get
and-
in certain rooms where those people who make movies are, or
The
who,
women was really
or who
having
do
getting pressed to
it's
suck some dick back then.
hard.
No, they yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
did.
They're like, fuck
Literally.
this. I'll just get on Instagram and just hit somebody up. Back then, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
tell all my friends not to fuck with you if you'll pipe
You
me down right now.
That's
You
exactly
can't
how
be
it was.
scared. You cannot
shit
be
is fucked
scared.
Yeah.
up.
You have to
The guys,
know.
too. I want to fuck you in your ass right now.
You can't tell nobody though.
All the
I'ma
shit
put
that we
you
was
on,
talking
but-
about, like the scary shit in Hollywood and in the film industry and entertainment industry,
There's
all
a
the
lot
weird shit that's going
on that
around.
people do not know.
Sacrificing and drinking baby's blood and
Industry
shit like
plants and
that.
Blood and shit.
Oh,
What did I just
man.
walk in on? Blood and shit.
Baby's
Uh-huh.
blood.
Sacrificing babies.
You gotta put it on your face.
But no, we're talking about networking in the city.
Yeah.
How do we go about networking in the city, meeting other filmmakers, meeting new people you want to work with safely? Not in those hotel rooms at 9 p.m. and getting nasty,
Getting flown out.
slob on some knob and shit. Come flying
but
into
you
Barstow so we
really
can
have to. You have to want it. You have to do it. Like, you have to. Sometimes you walk up to people. Like, anytime I'm at an audition, like, I'm mingling with people. What's your name? Who do you work with?
Hey,
what do you do?
One of the biggest advices I ever got. First set I was on Run Nixon. This dude Brian Smith.
Audition for Run Nixon.
Yeah, I was in Run Nixon. I kick in the door on the SWAT man. But Brian Smith, I met him on the set, and he just gave me up. He was like, "Look, bro, you need to be nice to everybody. Treat everybody with respect. Get everybody's Instagram, network." And as soon as I came on the set with you and I met you, I was doing the same thing. I'm asking questions. Be generally interested in what people have to say in their journeys.
That's hard for people.
That's what I was telling him. I said you have to get out of your element.
You are a rare breed, Levi, when it comes to that. Because when I try to tell other people to do that, they come off really fake if they're not generally.
Because they don't care.
But that's
it's what can you tell me to get me ahead versus let me hear what you have to say because it sounds kind of cool.
Build a friendship because a lot of people don't realize it's the opportunities that you build off one set or one opportunity.
Yeah.
Whether it's paid or not. That opportunity was just a couple. It wasn't like anything big.
Yeah, we have fun over like a few hours.
And now you're the main person I hit up when I'm like, "Yo, I got a great actor. Let's I now know, but I would never have known if we never met.
If you didn't take that unpaid, very small role.
But because I knew who it was, there's so many things especially when I first started acting, I didn't realize it's not what I book, it's who I meet and who I build that relationship with.
You never know who you're gonna meet.
Yes.
And what is the longevity of
you never
friendship?
know where
you never know who knows who.
Who knows who.
Who has connects to what? Who can hook you up with what?
But at the end of the day, I don't want to be hooked up with just anybody to be hooked up with.
No, not just saying in general, as in genuine.
I agree. But there's some people on purpose I've heard too much that I'm like, I will not work with you unless it is a really good pay cut and I like the gig. But even then, I know certain people I will avoid because I
know your person.
I trust the person that talked, and I've heard too many good people that I'm like, yo, I fuck with them, but I don't fuck with you.
They said the same thing. Yes, there's certain names in the city that's going around, and they're shady. Shady people taking advantage of others.
And I don't
taking
like that.
money, scheming. So it's there's names that are floating around that people are talking about. That's like, stay away from them people.
But that's why I don't really mess with Vegas like that. Like I do and I don't.
That's what I'm saying. How do we turn it around? There's such a
we start something
like negative.
We start the productions that I trust in the sense of I got
you're
great
gonna
people.
crush, you're gonna crush, you're gonna crush, you're gonna show up on time and take it serious.
And we're gonna make these support systems happen. So when we actually have that financial build and have that industry network, oh hey girl, I got a project and your name's written all over it. I'm purposely writing this because I want you in my set.
I feel like all of us should be writing. All of us, we touched on being in front of the camera, behind the camera, but I took a writing class. It was an 8-week character development class where you start with, you just pick a character and you write a story over it. And then you have different scenes. And then we actually, at the very end, we had one of our peers act out our scene. And it was one of the most fucking awesome experiences I've ever been a part of.
Unless you don't like the actor.
You get that character development. You learn certain things. You learn certain triggers. That's what you said. You go to the character breakdown. Why are they acting like this? Why is this my reasoning for this scene for me to be like this? Why am I pissed off right now?
Because then you got to see what the writing looks like to other people.
Triggers are so important.
When you write though, you get those ideas and now that translates to other character breakdowns.
It really differentiates the writers who know what they're doing or who do it versus the people who just let's just make a movie. Because I watch so many movies and this shit doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense. Make it make sense.
I've seen this character twice, but yet they're a very important part of the lead story.
Have you ever read an audition side that you looked at and you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yes.
All the time. This is why I don't just submit to anything.
But that's
people submit to anything.
And I read them, and even at the time, my partner, he'd be like, "What the fuck? Is someone really paying you to try to say these lines? This isn't even
and
English.
It don't be making
it don't flow at all.
Independent film though, and just
what's going on?
You just start laughing and shit.
What's going on here?
How does that make sense? Where did this character come from? Why am I just now seeing this character? Character development is important. If
depth.
this person is important to the lead's story, we need to see them more. Yeah. If this person's gonna be important later, we need a certain introduction for them.
Yes.
Like there's so many keys that go into
Need a story
writing.
behind it. Yeah.
Just because you have
go
a
into-
camera and say you're a filmmaker, don't make you a
Yeah.
filmmaker.
You're not
Yeah,
making
let's
nothing.
make a
Sorry.
fucking movie.
That
Like,
character development also helps with the actors. If
It
you go in there and
does.
you know what this person acts like this and this and this. Okay, let me visualize this in my head. Okay, this is how this would make me feel. This is how to make the character feel. Now I could go into the scene and have this emotion.
You're making me
Exactly.
itch. You're making me itch because I have to ask: do you guys, as actors and actresses, prefer to work with directors who either tell you, "Hey, I want your character to go boom, boom, boom," or do you like them to openly allow you to create and do
Allow
your
me to
job?
create.
Definitely create. Like the director now, like he somewhat does give me pointers and stuff, but he's like create the character.
But I don't
That's
want.
cool,
I don't want
but-
a line for line. I don't
No,
want to tell me how to do my
yeah.
job.
Pointers
But-
and line for
but-
line and pointers are different. Pointers of like to make you stronger, but do what you're doing, but to elevate that character. Like
Yeah.
do this.
Yes, there's a
For
difference.
me, it's both. I feel like I want you to be able to
Chime in a bit.
Right, I audition, right? So you know you want me for
You
this
see
role,
something
so
in me
allow
for that
me to
character.
create
Yeah.
what I'm creating and do it. But as a director, or say you're the writer and director, and you know what you wanted out of this character in this specific scene, and you're telling me do it like this. Explain to me.
Allow me to understand why you want it that way,
Exactly.
so we can work together.
Allow
Yes.
the emotionalness. Put me in
Help me
the
drive.
scene. Help
Yeah.
me understand why this character does that, because that's what we're doing when we're breaking down scripts and we're breaking down characters. We're putting the what, the why, the where.
Because you guys
So
could also
you-
see the character differently.
Exactly. So if you tell me, no, I don't want you to bite the sandwich like this. Bite it like this. Tell me
Why? Why the fuck
And
you
it's
wearing
not,
it like this?
it's not that stupid motivation question. I'm not asking
But yeah,
that
because
shit.
on
I'm
camera they
asking-
see it differently. On camera
Yeah,
it's looking like this.
exactly.
And you go back
And
and look, you're like, oh, I
that
get it.
motivation though
Yes.
is what gets you there.
Yeah.
Like she's thinking about how her dog died, so she's not gonna be all enjoying
Gentle.
the
Just
sandwich.
smacking
She's gonna
it,
be like,
yeah, nibbling.
You know, like whatever. That was just an example.
It's
But whatever it
the
is.
matters.
simplest
But it's
things
true.
really do matter.
So for me,
Yes.
it's both.
Yeah.
Allow me to create, but when it's time for you to want something out of me,
Tell me.
tell me how.
That's
Tell
gonna
me
make it
where.
even
Tell me
better.
what.
Yeah.
Tell
Then
me
I can
why.
do it because you trust me enough to do this role and allow me to create, to do, and apply.
Because like I just directed my first short film. A couple
Hey,
months
there you go.
3.5 years, my butt short list.
Okay.
Sorry.
And so like
Damn. I'm sorry.
Y'all give
I have
forward,
to give you kudos, Chica, because here's.
She said, let me throw that out there real
Stop,
quick.
because I have to say this because it kills me inside because I'm like beating myself up internally. It's like, yo, bitch, this is the friend you need right now. Because low-key, I've seen so many actresses, and I'm one of them. It's like I was so focused on just being an actress, just acting. And now I've had so many people be looking at me. It's like, yo, why haven't you been producing your own stuff? You
Right,
should
right,
be. You
yeah.
know this.
It helps
stuff.
you
Do
grow. It helps you expand. It
And
helps
I
you get
wish
different.
I would have sooner, but now that I sit back, it's like, no, you kind of needed to do this to give yourself that confidence to be like, yo, bitch, you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But then hearing and seeing that, you're like, I worked on my first show. I'm like, girl, I'm so proud. You need to celebrate that even more because that's
you.
That's
really-
hard.
that's really
fucking
fucking
hard.
hard.
That is a lot.
Not
it takes
only,
a lot.
but people
Yeah.
don't get this. This is where people like we all get it.
I respect producers
Girl.
and directors way more doing it, bro.
'Cause you're like,
as an
girl,
actor, you're
you
like
ain't
literally
nothing.
just the
You
actress.
just show
you
the fuck up. You show
you
the fuck up. Do your job.
and you
Memorize the
go
lines. That's
home.
it. But
Yeah.
the directors, you have to coordinate everyone's schedule. You gotta do the fucking
Bro,
text, the
pre-production.
shot list, everything.
We're
I'm
staying
Stress,
after
man.
the cast leaves because we have to do a production meeting for
Or-
the next day.
Or we're just talking
Like,
about the fucking before pre-work. I'm ADing now in a new production, and it's like people don't realize, hey, there's a whole fucking production that happens before you even fucking audition for this damn shit.
And then we got a
Like,
production meeting before the day starts. We got a production meeting after the day
and we
starts.
have it at the end of the day
That's
to
a
recoup on
lot.
what we need for the next day, and then we do it in the
Exactly.
morning before y'all
It's
show
a
up. Like
lot,
they don't
bro.
get it, and
That is a lot.
It's a major respect.
It's too much.
But it's not because
No,
when
it's
you
not too
love
much.
it, it's not. When
and you break
truly
it down
love
in small sections.
But the best part is it's your baby. It's your project. So anything you want, it's done your way.
I'm
or
not
it's
a writer,
done
so
at
I
all.
wouldn't know.
And I guess you
I
will.
wouldn't know.
You will one day because as an actress, I realized I was waiting for the opportunities when I could have been writing my opportunities. And fuck it, in today's society, social
And
media,
making
YouTube,
money,
I'm gonna make
bro.
money. And eventually, the right people, whether it's Tyler Perry or anyone, Steven Spielberg, hit up a bitch. Okay, I got you. And all aspects, from being an actress, from being a director's assistant to anything, like I love it. And that's when you truly know when you love something. It doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. You love it, and it's the one opportunity that's going to lead you to so many other opportunities.
I think it's really, 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 really important, even if you don't do it yourself, but to team up with another actor, actresses to produce your own production. It's really important.
At least do like a 2-person scene, like you go back, like just practicing it.
But not only are you getting the roles that someone else may not have ever cast you as, you're getting paid. Like even the shitty movies on Tubi and Amazon Prime and YouTube, you're getting like $5,000.
Thank you.
That is true.
You know
I
what
had
I'm
someone
saying?
try to shit on
cool,
Tubi, and I'm like,
500,
bitch,
shit.
I'm not trying to be rude to
They
you.
do get paid.
But
they get paid.
I have a friend who has a stupid reality show, and he even says he makes $3,000 a month on that shit,
month.
and he's not even proud of
Damn.
that. But like that's just it.
Damn.
It's like you make it.
That's what they start now?
money. But it's it. I don't know if it's how you start. I don't even care. It's the fact that you're sitting on something that you can be doing yourself.
I mean, everything takes work, and with more success is more work, right?
But anything.
But it's just that, like, that experience alone, and like, I don't know, like writing those roles for yourself, you never know where a movie can go.
Yeah.
Like, and especially like how we're talking about like differentiating from the people who have a passion for it and live and breathe it versus the people who just like, fuck it, I'm an act. If you actually dedicate yourself and put work into your role, and then this movie goes somewhere, people are gonna notice. That's why film festivals are important too.
I
If you
love
put all
film
this
festivals.
money and work into a film and you put it in a film festival, you're getting seen by filmmakers, producers,
Streaming
directors,
services.
agents.
How do you think
all
Netflix
types of people.
finds their independent films?
Lakeith legit got his career off of a film festival. A lot of actors became breakthrough actors, getting role after role because their talent was
in a
seen
Sundance and got
at a film festival.
Shout out to Sundance. Sundance
Shout
does some
out.
big
There's so many.
shit.
It's
Bro.
not just Sundance. There's so many other
So
film
many
festivals,
film
and people
festivals.
don't take advantage
And
of the.
people do not
Did you know that
understand.
there's a local in LA? There's a. I thought it was in Vegas, but it's in LA where there's specifically short 10-minute film scenes, whatever, for women only direct, like women specifically. Network event. It's a
Damn,
monthly
fuck
event
me.
for that. They have others, but it's but
Yeah,
this
they
is
have
not us,
others.
right? But right now
right
we're talking
now.
women because there's we are the lower in all that.
Yeah.
But with that being
Pro
said,
woman, go
10
ahead.
minutes, short, a reel, whatever, but 10 minutes to showcase your stuff. And it's the opportunity to not only showcase your stuff, but network with other like-minded women who want the same thing, and maybe not nobodies or starting to be somebody's, but will also want to work
But
and
the people
uplift.
that have the drive.
that's
Like,
it.
the thing about it, like, we're not expecting to meet fucking superstar A-list motherfuckers, and they're just
God,
like,
if you
leave
want to,
by,
we in that, we in
baby.
that, baby.
I've been waiting for you. Come on, dog. I got you on the next fucking 10 hits. No, what you want to do is what you touched on earlier is building that team. Building that team of people that are like-minded, that are goal-driven, that are busting their ass, doing the right thing every single day, trying to make it to wherever they want to go.
What was I just
Exactly.
reading? Adam Sandler's production. How y'all notice how they all same production people have the same actors, whatever. Basically, all the actors. I don't remember what article I was reading on Facebook, but basically they were saying how Sandler started off his production
Sandler
team
got all his homies, bro.
But they were.
It's
he was
small.
trying to.
He
He
keeps
was
it
trying to help his
simple,
homies. He was trying to. So if they're not hitting other big productions, he gave them a role. He would put them in his films. He would get them money, so they would keep working. And I respect the fuck out of people that are like, "Yo, this is my crew. I'm gonna ride or die with them." So
Because we
whatever-
started together.
I know, right? It's the other door.
Downstairs
On
and
the
then
left, yeah.
around the corner to the left.
Oh, there's a nicer bathroom. I just took whatever door.
I went to the one downstairs.
You opened every
Everything.
door. You probably went my room, my daughter's
Yeah,
room.
I saw the cute.
fucking-
Her room's real cute. Your room's real basic, but I didn't go in. I just
Not
like,
his
oh, no
room
toilet
either.
next.
Hey, but
no
I got a
toilet
comfortable
next.
ass bed, so that's all that matters.
wouldn't
Shit.
know.
I said no
We wouldn't
toilet
know.
next. I literally would be like, no toilet next, no toilet next. Okay, I'm just keep walking until someone tells me otherwise.
Yep.
But that's just it. I respect people that do the productions not only for themselves, but to help their friends, and especially on times when they're
Yes.
not booking roles. That's like my dream. Now I get why all these people who I'm like now just starting production companies like, bitch, you need to get on this game. That way, God forbid, one of them don't work out, you can help
That's
them.
so crazy because you guys know the show Charmed.
Yep.
You know Shannon Doherty. Holly Marie Combs, I guess for the role Piper, she really originally wasn't gonna get it, but Shannon Doherty told what's his name, what's his spelling? What's his name? Aaron Spelling. Like, no, she needs to be in this role. And they're like, we don't know. She's, like they just weren't feeling it. And now it's like she got the role.
It's
She's
just like
big
the color
now.
purple.
Yeah.
But
it's like just the fact that she knew someone in that industry. She took her best friend with her, basically.
But it's kind of like with the color purple, because they went from Juilliard together, and it was like, look, you're gonna hire her to be this role, or I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it. But they did that with Empire. They were like, we're not doing this. If Terrence Howard's in it, I'm not in it.
But that's just it. Yeah. I respect people that are like, yo.
That have a backbone and put on for their fucking friends.
But I also don't want the people that's like, it's the same people every time. Because then it's like, I'm not getting any new faces. Like, I don't want.
It's not different.
I never want. Because I feel like this now in Hollywood. I feel like they're hiring the same
people.
I literally had an amazing opportunity, almost close to Mark Wahlberg's feature production in Vegas. Because I was so happy, because it still uplifts me, but it's also that moment of like, yo, you didn't get this role because of some namer had a misfunction, and she got the role because she's a name of somebody.
She knew somebody.
Yeah,
That
not
somebody
because she was
not because she was
in that
better than
role.
me, or she was a great talent. It's just her
She
name.
had that connect.
And a person that passed away in her life, so they feel sorry for her. And I feel bad, but then at the same time, it's like, I don't want my productions to ever do that either, because I want the ones
the best of the best.
Like, I want to get it because I have the raw talent, not because I knew someone, not because they hooked me up.
Ding,
because
ding, ding.
I'm
going to make it on
for
my
that
own.
Role. Yeah.
It's going to be harder, but I'm going to do it just fine.
Like, Tubi has a lot of the same actors. I'm tired of seeing y'all. I'm sorry. I really don't care. It's the same people.
Right?
It's the same people over and over and over. It's the same story.
But it's true, though, what you said.
It's the same storyline, the same people. Let's do something different. Let's do something
It's even
new.
like the freaking movie concepts. I'm
Like,
sorry. I'm so
the same
tired.
concepts on Tubi.
Stop remixing
Please.
good classics.
Like,
stop giving me the live.
I
even though
will
some of the
say,
live actors
though,
are cool.
I'm over it.
It's a smart move. If you have a good script and you have majority good actors and you're putting your film on an independent platform like Tubi, it's a smart move to hire at least one of those circulating actresses, because they're going to bring
gonna
you the
draw
audience.
But one.
They
Not
have
all of them.
fans.
One.
But just like one.
One. Not the same
Maybe
ones
one of
over
each
and-
gender
and-
if you wanna
and
do
not,
two.
Not gonna lie, a lot
But
of them don't even be that good. The ones
they
that
know they
hiring over
don't.
and over.
Because they're doing the
We're
same
not
There's
gonna
some I
say
understand. There's some I understand. I'm like, yes, they fit that role.
Because they're
But
doing
some
the
I'm
same
like,
roles, though.
But
It's the same characters.
that also goes back to what you guys were
Same
saying. Who's
concepts.
doing this because they love it, and who's doing this just to get paid in that.
I mean, if I'm writing a hood classic film or a film,
I need to be
like
there.
Ghetto
Hey,
Cinderella.
listen,
this
really,
Puerto
listen,
Rican
check
giving
this
us up
out.
in there. What are you talking about?
Check this out. If I'm writing a film about robbing and killing and drug dealing and fucking hoes and getting money, it's gonna be smart for me to hire someone
Sounds
based
like
off
my
their
early
look.
20s.
Look, it's gonna be smart for me to hire the girl with the BBL and the pretty face and the big tits, and who doesn't mind getting kind of nude for camera, because
And on a
it
cheap
fits
budget.
in with the story. It does. It fits in with the story, but those type of actresses, they can't just play in any movie.
Yeah, if you're getting a
gonna be
suburban mom
typecast,
type
basically.
shit, you
They're-
ain't gonna put the BBL woman in there that's throwing shit off. It's
But
just
then,
like,
do you
God
feel like
damn,
women
look
are
at her.
ruining their typecasting in that sense by doing all that? Because today's society,
I feel like those are the ones who don't mind sitting in that place. Like we talk
easy
about
money.
living and breathing this, right? I said, like, I'm on my 3rd year and I'm focused on more headshots, better reels, sharpening my resume, so I can start getting on those major productions. The strike just ended, guys.
Some are
The
comfortable.
amount of work that is out here, they're trying to push because they need money. So they have to push out content so that they can get paid. So the amount of work that just this year alone, that's going to be their pilot season fucking started in these. As soon as the strike ended, pilot season started. Pilot season is the beginning of every year. As soon as the strike ended, pilot season started.
They're looking
It's
for new
critical
talent.
out here. So you're going to look at it a different way. People who don't care, they're just like, oh, well, you know what? This motherfucker gonna pay me $10,000 to shake a little ass and kiss a couple people and have a sex
They're
scene
comfortable
and
in
shoot
that
somebody.
typecast.
They're
They're
gonna pay me
so-
$10,000. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm getting $10,000. I'm getting
that's easy money.
seen. That's easy money,
Easy
right?
money.
But because I also seen a status. One of my actor friends said that a lot of actresses are saying, I should have never spent my money on a degree. I should have spent it on a BBL. And you can't lose sight. You can't lose sight of the bigger picture.
Where's the tequila at?
Right.
I'm sorry. No. My body's
where's
going to
the
change.
natural
I'm going
bodies
to
at?
sag.
But it's not
age.
even about that. It's about
No one can take away your knowledge. I mean, literally, you
Exactly.
can die from your BBLs. You could die from this liposuction. You could do. There's so many things, but no one can take away your knowledge. No one can take away the fact that you have this power, this ability in yourself.
And let me tell you, the casting director, Tyler Perry, when he's casting for sisters, he's not looking
For no BBL.
okay, she got BB on a nice face, so I don't really care how
He's
big
not
that
looking
is.
for that
There's
at
a
all.
The
Tyler Perry,
character
please hit me up.
description, the character
that man.
description may be a voluptuous or a woman with a nice body and a gorgeous face.
But that's a lot of
hot
females,
10.
but it's not a
look,
BBL.
But look though, I'm not gonna cast you because that's what you look like. I'm gonna
Exactly.
cast. There's 100 of you that look like this. Which one of you
Which
fit
one
the
you
role
can
better?
act,
Exactly.
yeah.
Which one of you
guys
have
all
the
fit
most
it
talent
physically.
and you fit the role
Exactly.
better as far as saying
Mentally,
the lanes
exactly.
and how you break down the
not even
character.
and I hate to say it too, because people don't realize, and that's why I have to teach young actresses, like, yo, you may have been one of the best actresses out there, but unfortunately, when they put you next to the lead dude, y'all didn't look good.
Exactly.
Or it didn't have a chemistry.
No chemistry.
or
at
you're
all.
supporting and you look too much like the lead.
And there's nothing
so
wrong with
many
that.
concepts.
You know
that
how
go
many
into
times
this.
I have been gently turned down because, hey, we had to go a different way. Like, we loved you. We're going to keep you on file. But, like, it was the height. Oh, it was, you look like brother and sister. Oh, we already had the male casting.
simplest
And
stuff.
it really,
Y'all got the same eyeliner.
It was
Like,
so
How do you
simple.
deal with that? How does that hit
Oh,
you?
It
that
is
hurt
what
me.
it is.
It
You
is.
have to, and when
You're
you
just like,
submit to an audition,
I'm
you
so
can't sit here
grateful
and
that
check
they
your.
reach out and tell me that. Like,
Yeah, because
they
a lot of
legitimately,
them don't.
No, they don't.
But anytime you submit to an audition, you can't sit back and like,
It's this
oh,
or
no
nothing.
email yet. No email yet. Oh, let me check. No, like
Yeah.
submit that shit and keep
And
it
keep
moving.
it pushing.
And then if you get a
Yeah.
call
And keep
back,
submitting and
or
submitting
if you
more
get
and more and
cast,
more.
then you get cast.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But-
I forget what I submit for.
Exactly.
I was just
That's
talking about
how
this
you
earlier.
have to look at it. Because me, Adrian, we can have the same face.
Yeah.
We can have the same weight. We can have the same body shape, the same height. We can look like fucking twins. The way you said, hey, girl, and the way I said, hey, girl,
Because it's an
can
instant.
be literally what differentiates you from the role and me from the
Exactly.
role. And
Exactly.
people got to understand that when they're auditioning.
know how hard it is to
And
When
it's
that's
as
a
little
new
as she
actor, though.
probably seen the character different from I did.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Small as that
literally
is.
what it is.
That's it.
And like, oh, I like this.
And
Oh,
your
actually, I
character
like
could have
that.
still been amazing, but it did not fit for what that casting
whatever
director was
that-
looking
Yeah,
for.
Exactly.
in
And
that
there's
moment,
nothing
because
to
they
do
could
with
change
you.
your mind. Like, actually, it was supposed to be for this, but I like the way she.
But I love what
And
you
it-
did.
instant.
And I
That
appreciate
happens
you,
too.
but
Yeah.
like, it's just not for this project. And that's
And never be afraid to keep submitting to the same casting
God, I
director.
submit on
Bro, I
purpose to the
stayed-
same
they
people
probably
that
tired
at
of
least the
me.
ones that
The
told me,
same-
hey,
I'm
I
trying,
love
baby.
you. Like,
Give me a chance.
give me a damn chance.
One
I
day,
promise
I need
I'll
one
be
role,
good.
please.
one day a role is gonna come that fits, and they're gonna be like, you know, this person's dedicated. They never stopped auditioning, and this is for them. And I know they're gonna kill it, and I know that they're dedicated, and that role is yours.
You just got to keep going and going.
So,
Never stop.
I feel like to all the actors and actresses out there, you have to remember that when you're trying to advance in this industry, you can't look at the what ifs. You can't look at the that role was meant for me. Oh my God, they're paying me $50,000. Like, regardless of what drawing you to that role, you can't be lingering on to that. You have to submit and keep it pushing.
Yes.
Literally,
Yeah.
and push on to submit to other roles and keep going and keep going.
And oh my gosh, Star is Born. Bradley Cooper. He said it best to me in an interview, and I loved it. He was like, everyone hyped up so much off Star is Born. Lady
Is that a
Gaga.
show?
It's a movie.
Stars Born. What
A Star is Born. It was a remake.
Little singing shit.
Yeah.
I think I know.
Lady Gaga rode that train for as
Miles.
long as she could, and it was a big hype. Bradley Cooper literally said, I'm so used to movie hypes after The Hangover. Once that hype, no, seriously, think about it. You have a hype of a movie. Everyone's
Yeah.
raving about it. But after that movie,
The low. That low.
and he hit a low, and that was just
Yeah.
it. You don't realize as a real actor, I may have a high of this film going so big and great, but hey, yo, low key, I'm still submitting. I'm still trying to get my next big break because guess what? That hype of that movie's gonna
It's
die
gonna be
down.
gone.
Eventually
Like,
die out.
Everything does. Everything does.
Yeah.
And whether it's a classic or not, you still have to keep hustling for your next opportunity.
What do you
Next
guys do
production.
to stay hungry? Is it just the love for what you're doing, or is it the opportunity that you want to get? What keeps you hungry? Especially if you have a drought of nobody's picking you up, nobody's fucking with what you're doing, and you just start
So-
second guessing.
So it's hard sometimes, like especially like I've dealt with this a lot, like throughout theater and throughout like film too. So like in high school, like I got the praises. I got the, the advancing to the advanced theater class as a freshman or whatever. And then like I get to college and I'm at this biased college where they don't cast, they don't have no record of casting Black women as the lead in none of their plays. So that, beat me down. I'm like, you know what? I know I'm talented. I'm going to try. But then you have that thought in the back of your mind like, damn, am I talented or am I playing myself?
Yeah.
So then now I'm moving on to other theaters surrounding. And I'm getting cast.
That's dedicated for us.
I'm getting cast
definitely.
as lead. And I'm like, okay, so it was just my place. And then the same thing in film. Like a lot of the times maybe you're not getting cast and you don't know why, and you know that you're bomb, but then you're like, damn, am I not bomb? Like,
It starts breaking your
second
confidence.
guess
Like,
yourself.
is it me?
But then I go out and I'm winning awards. I'm
Yeah.
winning best actress or monologue competitions. And I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, it's not me. So I feel like if you have a way to remind yourself
That you're that
that
motherfucker.
you're that motherfucker, like period, point blank.
Yeah.
And can't nobody tell you shit. That's important. And then the drive of it is what keeps you going. Like, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I know that this is something I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I get reminded that all the time. Certain things I'll go through in my life, I'll be like, bro, I went through that so I could act that in a role. I went through that so I can know exactly how to relate to that when it comes down to it. Like, I'm reminded so much. So I think the journey is different for everybody, but for me, knowing the type of talent that I have and then knowing that I was meant to do this and all I got to do is put in the hard work, put in the dedication and pray and be obedient and walk in the purpose that I'm supposed to walk in, then that's what keeps me going. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you might have, okay, I need to sit back because I got to grind real quick and get my savings right. I got to get my bank account right.
That part too.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to step back for a couple months. Like last year, I didn't start auditioning and submitting until like March, but then I still hit like 6-7 movies in that year. Yeah. So sometimes you might have to draw back and take a step back.
But that break
I don't call it a
actually,
drawback.
that
I don't
break,
call it a drawback.
you need a break
That's-
sometimes, so that break
You
does
didn't-
help
get your
you.
mental
It's
right.
not a drawback. It's not a break. It's you were hustling, but you weren't not hustling on the acting.
Yeah.
You weren't not picking up a book. You were not reading a script or looking at submissions. It wasn't like, you took a little break to do. I don't even like break. You were taking the hustle to make the money because acting don't pay the bills.
Or you're
Some days.
marinating, right? You're
Yeah.
sitting back,
There's
you're
nothing
getting
wrong
it
with that.
better. You
Shit,
get
Because you're
yourself.
still doing the things.
You preheat,
It wasn't
you
like
know?
you just stopped. It
You're in
wasn't
a
like you
microwave.
just said, fuck it, I'm
Marinate,
done.
you know?
I'm taking 6 months off from acting. No, it wasn't like, but you were making it happen
Yeah.
still. I don't call it a break. I don't call it like
Well, everyone needs a mental break because after a mental break, you come back harder than ever, to be honest.
I don't know if there's a mental
honestly.
break. Because
Everyone needs a break.
I got
How
a new
about
word.
this?
We're going to call it marinating.
There you go.
can
I like
marinate.
marinate. I like marinate.
Yeah, I like marinating.
Sometimes
That
if
sounds
you're in
good.
it for too long and you don't have that marination,
Look, the longer you
Yeah,
marinate that
marinate.
meat, the more better and tender it's going to
comes
be.
out.
Yeah, go ahead.
We marinating.
And this
it
is the-
does.
This is where I'm like,
everything is timing as well. Honestly,
Timing, yes. But at the same time, I believe if you truly love it, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
That's why when you were like saying, I truly believe this was my purpose, I agree with that because I mean, I've done so many fucking day jobs. I've had careers. I worked for Cirque du Soleil at one point. Like, it was all cool. It still wasn't my career as an actress. It still wasn't when I envisioned, like when I remember Cheryl L. from Albert Elementary. Shirley, she even said it in her speech. She's like, don't give up. Don't give up. No matter how many people doubt you, no matter how much doubt you have in
That
yourself.
speech is heartwarming.
I
Oh
saved
my
that
God,
shit.
literally.
I saved it because that was my friendly reminder. Look, bitch, it ain't gonna happen right away. But I
not gonna be
promise
easy.
you,
Yeah.
every step, every day, every breath you take in your career, I'm going to win that. And I will give that speech to that future you watching the TV and making her remember, yo, bitch, you got this. Because I had the opposite of you. High school, I didn't have it. I wasn't a name girl. I didn't get a lead until my senior, and even then I was one of 5 silly girls. It wasn't until college where my directors literally pulled me aside and be like, look, you have actual abilities. Why are you doubting yourself? Why are you limiting your window of opportunities versus opening the door to what you actually can do and not limiting yourself to just this acting window, but a directing window, a front of house window, all these opportunities that have led me to where I am, to sit back and be like, yo, bitch, you just turned this age. You're a new decade, but you've done so much more than what most people can say in their whole fucking lives.
Yeah.
So celebrate the little wins,
Right.
but then remember what your overall purpose is. Because I can't imagine doing anything else.
What is
And
your
I've
overall
tried-
purpose?
Oh
What
my
is your goal?
God! I just want to be a working professional actor. Like I just want to be constantly.
You wanna
working.
pay the bills
I don't even
acting.
care.
I
If
don't
it's,
wanna be rich
I
or
don't care if I'm
famous.
like an A-list celebrity
I
and
don't
everyone
wanna
knows
be
me.
rich or famous.
I don't even give a shit about that. I want to be
Long
a
as it's paying the bills
regular
and-
paid
Yeah.
actress, whether that's a sitcom and I'm that Kimmy Gibbler
At
of
least
Full
middle
House.
class
Like,
with it, you know.
I'm just gonna
think about it.
financially
Full
stable.
House. Think about Full House
How
back in
many
the
people
90s.
were on that show that didn't really do much?
Kimmy
that were getting
Gibbler was
paid?
not supposed to be a main character, and that bitch made her character a fucking
main
lead,
yeah.
a main
Bro, it's
character.
the same in, I think, is it Friends, the dude at the coffee shop?
Yes.
He was an extra, and they were like, do any of you know how to work an espresso maker? And that's how he got one line, and he ended up being a series regular because
Family
he was so
Matters.
funny.
Urkel wasn't
That shit
meant to be
happens.
about Urkel, and the show turned into Urkel.
I didn't know that.
Oh my! There's so many
You steal
shows.
the show.
Oh, that was
man.
the same thing with Raven. Raven was not supposed to be. They did not have a black girl casted as a lead,
Uh-huh.
and she made herself a lead because she was
But
funny.
that's just it. I don't believe that even though, hey, you're only meant for the, nah, bitch, don't limit that little role.
Yeah.
What's it? Shakespeare. Small actor, small role, whatever. There is no such thing as
There's
small
no such
actors.
thing as small actor, only, girl, I can't think.
I
of it
can't,
now.
but you know what I
yeah.
mean. That it's that corny saying, and I never understood as a kid, but now as an adult, I was like, yo, bitch.
No, that's what it is. There's no such thing as small roles, just small actors.
Thank you. And that's just it. Every actor, I don't care if you got one damn line.
You better fucking sell it.
You better
Yeah.
sell that
And
fucking
you
line.
still better put in the work.
But that's just
And I
it.
think it's also hard that, like, if you have people in the industry that you know and you see their career moving at different paces, sometimes it's hard for people to sit there and accept that. Like, dang, like, I only did one movie this year and she's already done
I
8
get
movies.
that. I understand
It
that,
happens,
though.
but
Yeah.
you can't compare someone else's
Everyone
journey to
has
yours.
different
Never,
paths.
And
man.
I don't know
Yeah.
why,
It's
but I
different.
purposely don't try to do, like, I literally, when I see someone post a success story or something, I'm always just like it and be happy for them in the moment and move to the next thing. I cannot dwell on that because that just, it's not my window. It wasn't meant to be our opportunity. I can't hate on her because she's not my typecast. I can't hate on her because we're not in the same, like, she's a model, I'm an actress. So what, she was on this news. I can't compare because that's not my avenue.
Yeah, I went from a point where, like, when I first started, I was like telling everybody about my auditions. Like, oh, I got cast. Like, I'm about to shoot this movie. And then I got to a point where I don't even say shit no more. I just drop the poster or the pictures when it's
When the
time to
thing's
drop.
finished, I will.
I
It's
never-
time to
Motherfucker,
drop,
that's
you know?
why.
Yeah, it's like,
That
that's what
sounds
we
bad, but
doing,
it
yeah.
doesn't because I've realized when I said stuff too soon, either
It
negative
fell out. Oh.
or fell
That's
out.
why I
and then
never
I look
mention
like a
anything,
fail.
so I'm literally
It's because
in film on set.
energy.
And then it's
Because
like
anything
shit.
can happen.
Yeah.
Anything
certain
can happen.
energies, though, when you put it out there, certain energies, they're sending
Oh, you're
attacks
gonna
and
get that all the
stuff.
time because there's
Yeah,
just haters out there.
there are
There is.
haters.
That's
people
why-
that are
And
not
so much
satisfied
energy
with
that
what
can get
they're
taken
doing.
away
You
in a
got to
heartbeat.
not
Yes.
care what anyone fucking says about you
I'm
besides
telling
you.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, even your boyfriend, girlfriend can tell you, "Oh, you're so talented," all this stuff. But if you don't believe in you,
It's
it
not
don't
gonna happen.
fucking matter.
Yeah.
I tell it to my actors all the time. Look, your parents signed you up for this because they believe in you. The owners wouldn't have put you through this process if they didn't believe you. I know you're talented enough, but if you literally don't believe in you, there is no point to walk into an audition room because everyone's going to look at you. If you don't believe in you, no one else's opinion
Yeah,
matters.
it's important to believe in yourself, and then when others believe in you too, bro.
It's such a boost.
That
It feels
is-
You know how
really
many
good.
directors I've worked with that are literally like, I will on purposely write shit around you just so I can work with you.
That
But
is-
it's like, yes, I'm
That
doing
is
it
the-
right.
I'm trying to get some of that.
the cherry on top, bro. Like, shout out to Miss Michelle. I don't know if y'all know her. She's the founder of the Las Vegas Black Film Festival, and she does like an actor showdown every year, and I won twice in a row. When I tell you that this lady pours into me, like, she will never let me forget the talent that I possess and how far I can go. And having people like that in your life during your
need it.
career is really important. And you're able to tell if it's genuine or not.
Oh,
You're able. Some people just be saying stuff.
Just be
but
talking, yeah.
when people are genuine about
feel
it,
it.
and it's like,
How do you cipher out the genuineness and the bullshit?
It's just certain things. Like, I mean, let me see if I can explain it. Like, if somebody was like, oh my God, you did so good. Like, you're always so good. Like, you know, like, that's just like a general.
Or just someone that, like, I see the passion in your eyes.
But
when you do this,
like, let me give you an example. Like, when I was at the award ceremony for that award last year, there was a lady sitting next to me. And this was like a day. So I had won the previous year. And when you win, like, she writes a movie for you, you get a lead, and she premieres it at the film festival. So, like, it's a really big, dope opportunity. So there were, like, layers. So the first night they seen the movie I led in. The second night they seen me compete again in the competition. And then the third day was the award ceremony. And I was sitting next to this lady, and she was just telling me like how good I was, and then she was like, I'm just so grateful to be sitting next to you, and like one day I'm gonna be able to tell people that I sat next to you. She said, I work in this industry with kids, and it's my job to tell who has it and who doesn't have it. It's my job to decipher who actually has talent and who does it. And when I tell you that you have real talent and you're gonna go places, I'm telling you this because I know. And she was like, I'm just so happy to be sitting next to you. Can I take a picture with you? Compliments like that, where they draw from things, they give you reasons.
It's genuine.
It's genuine. You can believe that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
A fluff compliment.
Yeah. And yes, we have to believe ourselves. We have to push ourselves. But having that is also important. It just pushes you even more.
But you shouldn't rely on it.
Definitely don't rely on it.
No. And that's why I try to teach new actors that, because they rely so much on the feedback, the likes, But that's the society nowadays.
I think that's why I'm so humble, because it's to a point where, like, like I don't want to, like, I love it. I'm gonna take it, and then I'm gonna go home and soak in it. You know what I mean? And like, wow, this was nice, but I think that's what differentiates people who are humble and people who are not humble. But that's another reason why I miss theater. And I want to think about, like, doing at least one show this year, because being on that stage and hearing
the booze,
it's different,
and it's such a different environment in theater. Versus
you can actually kind of feel the emotion while you're there.
It's every audience gives you a different experience, a different take on your character.
That shit is unmatched.
It really
actors and actresses who've never done theater and jump straight to film,
you're gonna feel it.
You don't know
that type of feeling of being on stage.
It's easy.
Bro,
I did it in high school.
They all say it. It's so easy as a theater actor, actress, to go from film to TV versus film and TV actresses to go to theater, because theater, you're so much bigger. You have to own this. You just
have to
and you're going to feel if you're doing good or bad. You're going to hear your teacher. You're going to hear them in the back.
And it's harder in theater. You don't have a cut.
No, like it's a full take,
full on throttle. You mess up, you have to improv it through.
Figure it out.
You can't go back, exit, and come back out.
But that's what I miss about real sitcoms.
And the audience will never know.
I would love to work
back in the day. Those sitcoms used to be. Fresh Prince, wasn't that live?
Those multi-camera sitcoms.
Like Friends.
Yeah.
I missed that shit.
But the feeling is definitely unmatched. And the reason why it's easier is because in theater they teach you, like, almost all of the same thing. Like, if you've done theater and went to film, you've already had an acting class. Because they teach you how to break down a script. They teach you how to break down a character, to create a character, to get this emotion, draw it from here, from there. They teach you methods. They teach you all of that in theater.
And then they tell you what it looks like from their point of view in the audience. Like, this is not what's giving
and
off.
So all you have to do is literally just transfer it over.
And it's easy on film and camera versus coming from film and camera and becoming bigger than the stage. And it's just,
I encourage every actor and actress to at least do theater once.
I'm gonna check it
out.
You have to. Just do it once.
It's been so long.
I've been contemplating going back to
TV
school
actors
for
have
theater.
done theater.
Yeah.
Especially, I always was
the motherfuckers have been on Broadway.
Why do you think
and shit,
Tyler Perry
Juilliard
got so big?
But that's just it. They all started in theater.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so many actors and actresses that we love today started in theater, especially over in the UK. UK is known for their live theater.
Yeah.
Known for Shakespeare. I just, what I would give to go over there.
Nice, man.
I can't love it.
Man, I appreciate you guys.
Oh, wait, this is over? No, I'm not done yet, are you?
It's like, you're done.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Hey, next time I'll make sure I get 3 bottles, but I had had a really good time with you guys, man. You guys really
this was
brought some
dope.
really
Yeah,
good
it's so much
fire
fun.
opinions.
Can we do this again?
Yeah,
We have to do
let's
this.
do it.
This is
We-
such a great crew.
Yes, definitely. I feel like our chemistry all together was pretty dope. I want to let you know, I am one of the few white boys invited to the cookout, so keep that in mind when you are doing your
Are
casting.
you full white?
Shit, I got some Spanish in me.
You don't
Do you really? Are you
mixed.
lying right now?
Mixed with what?
A little black. I feel like you got a sprinkle.
No, I got that
He got
rhythm
that
in me,
little
baby.
talk
That's what
like,
I'm
oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
Sprinkle.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, no, my
I'm more
Levi's
mixed than
mixed.
Levi, am I more mixed than your ass?
Huh?
Am I more mixed than your ass?
Probably.
Probably.
I think you
Hey,
mixed too.
Oh, I am.
I'm a little darker than you though, girl. I get this tan
I
going.
know, I was
Shit.
dark, but I think I went on that.
That's
Oh my God.
crazy.
A
Just a
little
little
bit.
sprinkle.
There's a little
I
bit.
feel like Levi dates black girls.
Yeah, I love me some black women.
We
boy.
already knew. I'm like, yeah.
I really didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was just kidding.
But no, I appreciate all of you guys. All of you guys are all doing some fire ass shit in Las Vegas and beyond that. That's why I invited all three of you to the pod. I feel like I could have learned something from all three of you. And going forward,
That's
I think
awesome.
that we all definitely need to work together. Kat knows.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
I reach out to her all the time. Hey,
And
Kat,
vice versa.
I'm-
Y'all
I'm-
about to be on my contact
Yes.
on that too, because I need
IG
actual female,
drop.
Yeah, 'cause-
female actresses that are actually gonna do the damn
Yes.
thing and actually not make me feel like I gave a bad person. Like,
Right, make
'cause
you look bad
When you
and
when you
shit.
refer somebody, it's like, fuck, I gotta trust this person not to make you or me look bad.
because
So-
they're never gonna fucking trust my
I
opinion
don't.
before.
Yeah.
I've
you know,
legit
going
don't refer
forward.
a lot of women because
Yeah.
I don't trust a lot of them in
Yeah.
the nicest way. So when I'm
Yeah,
getting
that's
along,
why
I'm
the
like,
circle's
hell,
small. Yeah,
I got
for
two
sure.
gorgeous women that I will
Right.
gladly be like, yo,
Yeah,
we
we're
bugging
definitely
them.
gonna connect.
Oh,
Yeah,
big
time.
but
Me too.
gorgeous women that fucking work.
Hustle.
That work, that hustle, the
just the
people that
looks.
you could respect, the people that show up on time or even early. You know, that's y'all. So I appreciate you guys. But man, that sums it up for this episode of Talk Smack with Mac. Look forward to all of us having some fire shit coming out this year, next year, every year coming
the
forward
years.
because motherfuckers, we out here to work. But we're out, man.
All right.
Fam.